1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah. Stepped into the scene in 2015, not knowing that we could make it, motivated with the dream. They try to throw us to the crumb side. We gamers over here, yeah. Steady on a mission, but with no competition. They say Kid Smooth is the best spot, representing the best box. Halo gifts, but that's well, so much for taking them shots. Check Move got the platinums, dog. How many trophies you got? Bond gon' find the answers, whether you like it or not. The gaming guard built the squad of strong-minded individuals. A diverse collection to deliver news that's monumental. Wanna be a guest, dog? You gotta make a decision. Jimmy, I have you in a state of decay walking in this division. It's a dark day in hell, yeah, before you see sunshine. If you can't hear me, player, go and press rewind. Tis it's the season when I thirst, I drink wine. Best to get yours, money, cause I'ma get mine. Let's play a little game, I can show you my weapon, Will. Let's play a little game, I can show you my weapon, Will. Let's play a little game, I can show you my weapon, Will. Catch you slipping, I promise I'll show you how I still feel. Let's play a little game, I can show you my weapon, Will. Yo, this is the Weapon Will Podcast, featuring Black Bond, Kid Smooth, the best spot, Jimmy J Mega Games, Jack Move Johnny, and your host, Broken Games HDR.
Damn, this must have been recorded in like 2016.
He wasn't gone that long ago.
No, but there was no Mocha reference, so you can tell it's old. Like,
yo.
But then, yeah, it had to be like in between. My bad.
What's good? What's good?
Hey, I got something new being recorded though. You know what I'm saying? Got a new intro. Got a new intro on the way. You know, one that reflects the current members. So no worries, it's on the way. I got an outro too. You know, he did an outro.
Who are the current members? I don't even.
Oh man, you don't. The people who are in here right now are the current members.
Shit, I don't know.
We'll know in three. We'll know in 3 months, Jack.
Oh, okay.
The current members, yes, are Black Bond, Blandrew, myself, Jack, and Smooth. All right, in case y'all needed to hear it from me and make it official. These are the current members, yes.
Thank you, BJ.
No question. Hey, how y'all doing out there on this nice, fine Sunday? What's up, chat?
Better
how y'all
than Chris
doing?
Paul.
Oh man,
yo, me and Smooth were both wrong on that shit.
Oh wait. We said no tangents. We said I was about to see. You almost got me. I'm just saying we're doing better than Chris Paul. That's all. Okay. You almost got me there. All right. What's up, though, chat? Weapon Will Podcast, episode 288. Got a lot of topics to talk about. A lot of things happened this past week. So, yeah, we ain't going to waste no time. We going to get right into it. So, this is Weapon Will Podcast, episode 288. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. Please go check out the Weapon Will Patreon and support that. Hit the like button to support the podcast. That helps the YouTube algorithm. If you support the podcast on Patreon, or hit the join button, then you will get access to the Discord. And if you would like to submit a video to be featured during the podcast, there is a link in the description you can click on and just drag and drop the video right in there. All right. So YouTube made some changes, some improvements. We can now do polls. You know, we could run polls right now during the podcast. If we wanted to, we could create a poll. Bond, did you check if you could do it? If mods can do it?
How do you do it?
Right below the chat, they're right next to Superchats. There should be something that says create a poll.
No, I just have custom emojis and shader support.
Okay, then yeah, only I can run the poll. So
yeah, you only get to the polls, BG.
Okay, so yeah, any polls we want to do, you know, we could post that right in the chat. You know, get the people's opinion. You know, And now there's also YouTube clips, which was there before. I'm not seeing it on mine. Do y'all see it on y'all screen? Do y'all see the YouTube clip feature?
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
currently.
No, not on yours. Not on yours. Not on your video.
I just seen it on my last video. Why is it not?
I seen it on anybody else joint.
It's probably because we're live right now, but the last one, I don't know.
Oh, you can only do clips when it goes. Let me see.
Yeah, once it's finished or something, I'm guessing.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, because I'm looking at last week's podcast. The clip is there, so it's
I
not
don't
when
know
you're
able to
live.
clip something live. I was doing.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
I was about to do it to my podcast and Iron Lords today.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not there live. They're saying they see it. So y'all see the clip feature right now on this episode. Okay. I don't know why I don't see it. That's weird.
I just refreshed it. I see it now.
Okay.
I don't like the clip feature on YouTube though. It's not real clip feature. It's just a timestamp.
A link.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Okay.
It's not like Twitch where like you can send it directly to Twitter and it's like you can watch the video. You have to still click on it and it brings you back to that part of the video. But we still encourage y'all, if there's any part of the podcast you want to clip, maybe for records that we can reference back to or something you want to save, we encourage you to clip that and share that to Twitter or wherever. All right.
So I heard not everybody likes this feature because now Weapon Wheel Meme's out of business.
Oh, I'm still sure he's gonna do his thing. Still sure.
Where has he been lately? Anyway, I haven't seen anything from him.
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen anything either. I'm not sure. But yeah, those are some new YouTube features. We're gonna take advantage of those, and I got a few things coming in August. A few changes. So yeah, we're gonna get into the intros. Smooth, what's up?
What's up, everybody? It is the Best Bot. Hope you guys had a wonderful week. I have.
Okay. Jack.
What's good? What's poppin'?
Landrew.
What's up?
Bond.
I got some bad news for everybody. Bond Tales will now be exclusive to the Patreon tier. So,
damn! Shucks.
Hey, my hands were forced and they're tied. It's an edict from the top. HR came over. They threatened a quick encounter, and you know I'm not trying to fuck with that. So, yep. Any fun stories will be if we have extra time or the Patreon. Outside of that, week's been good. Let's get a good topic going today.
That's supposed to entice people to join the Patreon?
No, I'm just letting them know. Unless we have extra time, we got a slow week. You will only hear Bond Tales on the Patreon now.
You know that gif of Drake when he's like at the game, and I forgot somebody like tore their ACL and he's acting so hurt about it. Remember that one?
Oh yeah. Huh.
Yeah, that's how I feel right now. But yeah,
Don't joke about knee injuries, man.
Oh yeah, shout out to everybody that's in here. We appreciate it, and I think we gonna start out with something that actually happened last week. I actually put up a poll on Twitter, and
I don't get my intro, BG.
Oh, my bad. Our one guest. Our
Who
one
the fuck
guest.
is that? Oh, that's Chris. What's up?
Yeah, what up? Nah, what's going on, WWP? Glad to be back on. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button. And I'm kind of disappointed, man. We ain't gonna hear no Bond Tales today. I was hoping to come on and
you'll hear it. Just you'll have to hear it in the after dark. Hold up.
All right.
Speaking of guests, I need to make a phone call real quick.
Is it
because this man Shokio like needs like special op agents to like go over to his house and throw a laptop and a Wi-Fi connection in front of him.
That's exactly why I told
you.
They
got a phone at the soup kitchen. What the fuck?
is exactly why I told you I'm not dependent on Shokio to show up because he says, yeah, I plan to, I intend to, yeah, I'm coming. Never shows up. If he comes in here, I'm kicking him out. I want y'all gonna see his name for a whole 2 seconds and he gonna get kicked out. So just for the record. So yeah.
Just message him.
Yeah. So we are we're gonna start now. I wanted to start out with something that happened last week. We had the discussion about wired Ethernet versus Wi-Fi, wireless, and what most people play on. And I ran the poll on Twitter, and I guess I can run another poll right now to see what most people play on. But that Twitter poll, and I'm gonna have to like go back and find it because it actually has. I put it for 7 days. I don't know why I did that, and it was like right after the podcast, so it should be ending soon. But I think it was 60. It was like 60-40 in the favor of people use Wi-Fi for gaming over wired. And I was like, yo, this is depressing that so many people are on Wi-Fi when gaming online.
Like, my poll was like 80-20.
Well, the Switch fans have no choice but to play on Wi-Fi, really.
Assuming that all the people that voted were Nintendo fans.
I would assume the majority are. Here's my take on it. Did you all watch J-Man's last video?
About putting the PlayStation in the window to get some connection?
Wi-Fi is for broke niggas.
That's what you got from that video?
Yeah. He even said he was broke. And let's be real, the majority of people are broke. So Wi-Fi is to accommodate broke niggas. That's what it is.
Gosh. Yeah, so I mean, that was, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little bit shocked. I thought at most it would be like maybe 50, not 50-50, but like 55, 45 in the opposite direction in favor of wired. I thought it'd be like that's the worst it could be. Didn't expect this. So Jack Moves is one of the culprits. Like, the man is actually on Wi-Fi. Like,
yeah, and he be buying broke ass laptops.
I do. Man, I'd be better than BG in some of these multiplayer games.
That's
it's crazy how life works. It's crazy how life works when you think about it, you know?
That's absolute cap. That never happened, and that's untrue, but okay. I just know for me, I'm going all the way out my way to make sure I have a wired connection. I don't care what I got to do. If I got to run a wire from one end of my place to the complete opposite end, going up and down ceilings and around corners, I'm doing that.
You be wired when you hosting this podcast?
Yes, unfortunately.
And we be having all these.
Oh, is that why?
No. So you be wired when you host. I be wireless when I host a podcast. Okay.
But yours is also. This is why ISPs also matter, because I have a shit at ISP, and you have a decent one. But I'm gonna have a better one. I'm gonna have 1,000 in 2 weeks.
I hope so.
You never gonna see that.
What's the rat situation in Memphis looking like?
It could be better. I mean, we ain't got no fucking rats around here, though. Hopefully.
There you go.
Smooth. How much you want to bet? I see 1,000. Like,
no,
okay. I'm gonna get at least 950.
You're gonna get at least 750.
No, I'm getting 950
at max.
No, I'm getting 950. I'm getting 950.
You can do a lot with 750 upload and download. Though.
Once you get out of the depths of Brooklyn or wherever you're at in the New York, that shit would open up a little bit. Bro, but you ain't seeing 900 not once.
Okay, you want to put a bet on that? You want to put a bet on that right now,
bruh? You're not. Hey, matter of fact, when are you getting this installed?
August 1st.
All right, so on August 2nd, please do a live stream of a speed test, sir.
I will.
You talking about upload or download, Smooth?
Both. I'm talking about both.
Both. And
he might get close on the download.
Download for sure.
I'm getting both.
But he ain't going to see that 1,000. He's not seeing that 1,000, and he ain't seeing 900. At best, he's going to get like at 700. His average is going to be around 600. And from where you at now, trust me, it's night and day.
Put a game on it?
Yes, actually, matter of fact, let's make it the day of, after the tech leave.
Okay, and we could do like, because sometimes speed tests are, they're inconsistent. So let's say 3 out of 5 times.
Okay,
3 out of 5 tests. I'm gonna get over 900 on both, and we'll put a game on it.
All right. Hey, when you do this speed test, right now we're going to be testing your PC or console.
You doing speed of me?
PC.
They got different websites.
I'm doing speed. What is it? Speed.net. Speedtest.net.
All right, no, that can't be the only one. You have to do. And if you got Verizon, right?
It's gonna be higher. If you do that,
I'm gonna have Verizon. Yeah,
it's gonna be higher.
You know that.
Okay, we'll talk about it later. But we agreeing to that.
We still got our bet, Smooth. We'll talk about that after dark, because that's a much more complex bet.
Yep. So yeah, you wireless gamers, get your life together. To get some small stuff out the way, Riders Republic, the Ubisoft game, that was delayed to October 28th. Previously was coming out September 2nd. Also, Rainbow Six Extraction is delayed to January of 2022, so that's pushed to next year. And Ubisoft is having an event tomorrow, another Ubisoft Forward. And they showed some gameplay of like this first-person shooter, and people are pretty much saying it looks exactly like Call of Duty, and people are hoping for a Splinter Cell. And like people have been wondering, like, yo, why haven't we really gotten a Splinter Cell game? Blacklist was fantastic, and I thought Blacklist. I checked. Blacklist didn't sell as well as I thought it did. It didn't sell bad, but Ubisoft has very high expectations. So there was this article, they confirmed it didn't sell what their expectations was. It wasn't that it's so bad at all, but Ubisoft has these unrealistic, stupid expectations that Splinter Cell is going to sell like all their other games as a service type deals. So
my whole thing with the whole like Splinter Cell, like I want Splinter Cell to come back because that shit was amazing. Like especially like Chaos Theory, even Blacklist was really good. But the way Ubisoft is right now and the way their structure is and how they develop a game, do y'all really want a Splinter Cell made by this Ubisoft now, knowing they're gonna do something with like a service or try to monetize it or something like that?
And who else is gonna make it? Kojima?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like the whole thing was, I would rather them just do like a complete remake, man. But the way Ubisoft moving now,
we don't need remakes.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, man, because if they make another Splinter Cell, it's gonna be on some bullshit monetization, games as a service type of shit.
Well, that's the reason why they don't want to make a Splinter Cell, because they can't do that. It's kind of almost impossible to implement. They would have to like sell you like gear missions to make you get through the game or missions and stuff.
Right, but that's how they'll make it,
man. Yeah.
No, because they did it with Assassin's Creed. They did the same shit. It'll probably be a looter,
yeah,
right?
But they had to change the way you play Assassin's Creed to do that. It turned in from a regular stealth game to an RPG, a loaded RPG.
And you don't think they'll do that to Splinter Cell?
I don't know how you can do that with a Splinter Cell game. It's just kind of.
They'll figure it out.
They can
exactly.
They can do what IO probably does with Hitman and release more content, release more, I guess, episodes. Listen, I hate that type of stuff, but at this point, I'll take whatever kind of Splinter Cell you're gonna give me, as long as it's not as long as they don't turn it into some grindy, filler nonsense.
I'd be grinding a stealth game. That'd be wild.
The Ubisoft will figure it out.
I don't have faith in Ubisoft, man. I don't have no faith in Ubisoft.
So I'm hoping we get, because they know, they have to know. I know they hear the rumblings and how bad people want a Splinter Cell. So they got to be, even if it's something that's going to be a cash grab.
Hold on. Nah. Who gives a fuck if niggas on the internet screaming for a Splinter Cell? People on the internet was crying and complaining. They wanted a Mirror's Edge. The game came out and flopped.
Yeah.
If I'm Ubisoft, I don't give a fuck about y'all geeks asking for Splinter Cell. Y'all didn't buy the last one. Fuck them.
Yeah, just like crying about Japan Studio, but was nowhere to be seen when their games came out.
Nobody was crying about Japan Studio except for anime weirdos, though.
Yeah, that's who it was, Bon.
I own more Japanese games than you. Was I crying?
Japan Studio, not Japanese games.
What Japan Studio makes Japanese games, Blandrew?
Oh my god.
Like, nobody was buying those games, period.
Yeah, thank you for just repeating exactly what I just said.
What was the last Japan Studio game you bought?
Gravity Rush 2? It was either Gravity Rush 2 or Everybody's Golf.
When did Gravity Rush come out, Jack?
2017. No,
2017,
right?
January 2017.
Yeah, 2017.
4 years ago. And you know what the next company that's going to be out of business is? Retro Studios.
Actually, no, they just expanded Retro Studios. They're here to stay.
Oh, wow.
That shit gonna get rebranded.
Wowzers.
They haven't made a game since 2014.
Exactly. So I don't understand why people keep capping for these companies that haven't made games in God knows for how long.
Hey.
What have you done for me lately, world? Just like the NFL said. You ain't doing nothing, you got to go.
I don't think Splinter Cell is in the same boat as I think it's more relevant than the games y'all mentioned, but I do have to agree that people didn't support it as much as I thought they did. So once again, I hate gamers. Everything is y'all fault.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
But you know what? It's funny you say that, BG, because BG is like, oh, they put booty boxes in, we don't have a choice. It's gonna happen. Hey, same difference. What you support is what gets supported. And this is also why we say to like the podcast, because what you support keeps going. What you don't support ends.
All right, that's true.
Bars. That's a bar right there. Okay, I like that. Yes. Sir.
People people need to be realistic about the things they like. Y'all remember when wrestling was hot? Just a quick little non-gaming reference. Y'all remember WCW? WCW beat WWF 83 straight weeks. What happened, Jack? People stopped supporting the product. And Ted Turner, billionaire Ted, took his $1 billion and left. It don't matter how big a company is, what the quality of whatever they put out, whether it's good or bad, if y'all don't, it does not last. Nobody's going to sit up here and say that Japan Studios was a bad studio. No, they made good games. But at the end of the day, they did not get the support, so they got the boot.
So how the hell Retro Studios still around?
That's why I say they're going to be next. If
Media Molecule.
If this next Metroid game doesn't blow shit out of the water,
Ujuban?
What's up?
You cut off.
What you say?
No,
I said if this next Metroid game doesn't destroy everything, Retro Studios is done.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Media Molecule 2. Y'all niggas next.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's funny you guys say these things, but Sony and Nintendo literally expanded and are growing both of those studios. So they're going to be here for one reason or another. They're still going to be here.
Okay. Well, let's move on. So the next Judgement game is called Lost Judgment, and they're saying it could be the last game in the series because there's a dispute about the actor's image with his agency. You know, the talent agency that employs him pretty much. They don't want the Judgment games on Steam because on PC people could take the game and mod it, and this I believe he's a Chinese talent, and they're extremely strict about
Chinese or Japanese?
Japanese, yeah. No, they're Japanese. Yeah,
I assume it was Chinese because when it comes to this stuff, they're a lot.
Because he was Asian?
No, don't do that. No, because they're a lot more strict. I would say with these things, they're a lot more strict than even the Japanese culture, right? Because I've never heard of like this before. That like if you look at the magazine, the same company like owns a magazine, and they'll like put the silhouette or the outline of some of their talent, of their talent on the front page, but they won't actually put their full image on the front page because they don't want it to be doctored or altered or anything like that. And that's also why this talent agency that has nothing to do with game development doesn't want this guy's game on Steam, because they don't want anything about his image or his likeness to be messed with by the PC modding community. Of course, they don't care about if it's on console.
You love to see it.
Well, you can't blame BG for not knowing if he's Chinese or Japanese. BG is the head of diversity and inclusion at Weapon.
Yeah, he don't even know if somebody black or not. Hey, BG, we was talking about this shit last week on the After Dark though, man. That's crazy. This story came up about like using actual people likenesses in games and shit. Y'all saying y'all didn't like it, but it's funny, the story. I think me personally, it's sad that the PC terrorists can't. Just let the man be, man. Don't mod the man with the little wee out on the game, man. Just don't be modding the game, man, so they can bring it out on Steam, bro. That's how I feel. There you go.
But they seem, pretty stubborn. I mean, if they do that on the cover of their magazines, I doubt they're gonna let this one fly. So, yeah. PC community, something else. Y'all blame.
So who y'all blaming for that? Y'all blaming Steam mod community? Who y'all blaming for that? The agency? Who y'all blaming?
I think the agency is a little bit crazy. They're a little bit crazy for that.
Yeah.
I remember it was a fighting game that came out. I think the dude said he didn't want to put it on PC.
It was I don't know if it was the creator said it, but I know there was kind of a backlash with the Street Fighter thing.
Yeah,
Street Fighter 5 nude mods.
They ain't want to. Yeah, the nude mods. Yep.
Somebody told me that was a situation in Cyberpunk too, when it pertained to the
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. Like Cyberpunk CD Projekt Red had to come out here and address the whole situation with that too.
Like, what did they say? Please do not.
They added him into like sex scenes and stuff.
Yeah,
they didn't like that.
Yeah,
freaks.
Okay.
All right. Next, Legend of Zelda: The Skyward Sword HD released, what, 2 days ago? Right?
Yeah, Friday. Yeah.
Okay. So, from what I remember, right? I'm not the super diehard Zelda fan, but from what I remember, during the time of its original release, this wasn't looked at, most favorably by Zelda fans. That's correct.
It was like the most divisive out of like all the other 3D Zeldas. This one was, yeah.
So,
but it got amazing reviews. In my opinion, because I enjoyed the game. I beat it back in 2011, and I'm getting the HD version. But
why? You already beat it. You're paying Smooth. I need you to get them on this, man. Like, smart delivery is dumb. Playing backward compatibility is buying new games. You don't play old games, and yet you get upgrades for free. Smooth. These guys get pretty much just a bump in resolution and frame rate for 60 over a Wii game. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's actually criminal, but
it's actually a lot more. Like, there's definitely a lot more like quality of
life improvement that you get.
Yeah, it's definitely more than what like Nintendo is saying it. But why I'm getting it, because I want to play the game again.
They had to take out a lot of the Wii shit, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they had to take out. Yeah.
No, the Wii stuff is still there. It's just optional this time around.
So now it plays like a regular.
Yeah, just
game.
A traditional game.
All the annoyance from the original, like
so they took away features.
No, the features are still like you can use the Joy-Cons in replace of the Wiimote and Nunchuck is what I'm saying.
They were gimmicks anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I thought the game was cool for its time. I like the dungeon designs and some aspects to it. It introduced like the stamina that's in Breath of the Wild. And like the story-wise, it's supposed to be like the origin of like the Master Story or the Master Sword. My bad, but I mean, if you don't like it, you don't buy it. If you don't like the price, you don't buy it.
You don't got no choice. You don't got any other games to buy.
I didn't get it for a full 60 though. I got it at a discount.
What was your discount?
I got it for $40.
Oh, I got mine for 50.
You still paid $40 for old ass games. You can't make this shit up.
Hey, I want to play. I want to play it again. Like, I don't see the issue with it.
What happened to your old copy?
I don't have it no more. I don't own a Wii. Who owns a Wii? I sold all them shits.
You see?
You still have your Wii? Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah. I have mine.
The majority of the people don't have their Wii no more. A lot of people got rid of that shit.
And now I got to come at Jack. Jack wasting all this money buying old-ass systems and old-ass games because he sold it all. Like, it goes to show again, y'all can't be saying that Xbox is doing something bad, or not bad, that it's not impressive that they're giving you all these old games for free, and then go out and want to rebuy all these old games, and one, you're spending exponentially more money on old shit because now they're overpriced, but two, you don't get any of the upgrades. You playing them they were.
Who's attacking Xbox for having old games?
No, everybody's been saying nobody cares about old games.
No.
Don't act like that doesn't exist.
They are going after Xbox for the lack of new games and hyping up old games rather than that. Not the fact that you can't play old games.
Hold on. So is Skyward Sword isn't being hyped? All these bullshit ass reviews ain't being hyped?
Yep.
What are you talking about?
But it's the Nintendo fans that are hyping Skyward Sword up, and the Nintendo fans aren't the ones complaining about old games.
Yeah, Nintendo fans want more old games than anything. That's why they're always crying about, where's my GameCube? Where's Earthbound? Where's this? Where's that?
Jack.
Here we go with some 2012 narratives to try to prove a point.
I could have sworn, Jack, that they said that they buy new consoles for new games.
I remember that.
Or is that what they used to say?
Here we go with these 2012 narratives.
2012. This was set for PS4 and PS5.
2013. My bad, Bond.
But Jack, isn't that funny how you gotta buy? We buy new games for new systems for new games, and yet they always ask them when are they putting this Wii U game and that Wii U game and play Chronicles X. Like, come on, y'all. Like, look, I don't defend Xbox much, but I gotta call it like I see it. The Nintendo and the Sony guys are acting like straight up hypocrites. They are. Look,
so
like
you
can't
buy a PS3 for, Jack?
To play old. First of all, I just want to be on. You can't find me criticizing old games, but
definitely can't find me either.
No, I wanted to play some games I never played before.
Didn't you own the original Ratchet and Clank on PS3?
No.
Oh, I thought you already played it.
Oh no, I ain't start playing Ratchet and Clank till PS4.
2016.
Damn.
Yeah, that was my first one I really played for real. Yeah.
Really?
Get a PC and emulate it.
I don't be doing all that, man. You know.
But you'll finesse Netflix.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, sir. Speak on it. Hey, Netflix selection is ass, by the way. We can get into that later.
It is.
God damn, man. What is going on there? Sheesh.
I spent 45 minutes scrolling today, and I had
didn't find a goddamn thing.
No, I had to go to freaking HBO Max.
Facts.
Talk about that in the After Dark. You just gotta look harder. I think it's really hard to find stuff.
I need y'all to give Microsoft their flowers because it's like Mike Jones said back then they ain't want me, now they hire you all on me. Y'all trying to do exactly. Y'all look. If Nintendo or Sony did what Microsoft was doing, y'all would be busting nuts.
Not me.
My only thing about Microsoft, I'm like Blandrew though. We don't criticize them for the old game implementation. We criticize them because that's all they do. You know what I'm saying? Like they new shit is fucking.
So where's Nintendo's new shit as of late?
Mario Golf, Monster. Mario Golf, Monster.
You got a point with that?
No, it's the Monster Hunter games, right?
Yeah, Monster Hunter, Mario Golf.
I said Nintendo.
You see, Kids Move. This is exactly what I said on Planet Xbox last week. They completely discount everything unless it's made by Nintendo specifically.
No, that's not what I said. Look, when I say Microsoft has no games, Microsoft themselves ain't making no games. I didn't say nothing about Nintendo's third party. I said, where are Nintendo's new games? And you deflected.
Pokemon
you
Snap.
are getting a bunch of old games. Snap. You are getting a bunch of old games and a bunch of retreads of old games because Nintendo ain't giving you no new games.
Oh boy.
Right.
Come on, Pokemon Snap, Mario Golf, really?
Yeah. Okay.
A retread of an N64 game and two N64 games, really, because I own and Mario Golf.
Weren't you saying you were going to buy Mario Golf? Yeah. Weren't you saying you were going to buy Mario Golf?
I would love to buy Mario Golf, but my point is, like, do you own Mario Golf, Andrew?
I didn't buy it yet.
No, exactly. See this? He's gonna name a game and you don't even support. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. What new games you got to play? Mario Golf. You own it? No. Come on, man.
You said first party.
And you named the game, but you don't even support it.
I don't have it yet. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna have it.
This is crazy, man. That's like Jack bragging about, Sony's got Returnal and Ratchet. How'd you like it, Jack? Oh, I don't even own them yet. So what you talking about?
BG did that shit to me on fucking Twitter.
Did you, BG?
What do he do?
Yeah.
No,
bro,
I didn't. That's not the same.
Yeah, it is, bro.
He'll brag about Ratchet and Clank. He ain't playing.
No. First of all, let's be clear. Y'all know I beat games like as soon as I typically get them. Usually, this is the one exception. I beat Returnal, Ratchet. I told y'all I haven't beat it yet because my OLED was on the way, and I wanted to just experience this one game to be played on the new C1. That's all. Trust me. The game is only 10 hours.
Hold on.
The game is only 10 hours.
BG, yo, Ratchet ain't got no C1 exclusive features. What are you doing?
What do you mean? What game has C1 what game has OLED exclusive features? Why are you waiting for
a particular display to play Ratchet and Clank? There's nothing going on in that game that screams C1.
Wait, what are you talking about? It's a beautiful game.
But it's just as beautiful on your monitor or whatever TV you got now. I'm just saying, I
sold my old stuff.
So you ain't got a TV?
Was it working?
I have a TV in the bed. I have a TV. Yes, it was working for the record. I have a TV in the bedroom. No, I don't have a TV in the living room. I sold that one. I'm getting rid of old stuff right now because I'm getting a new setup. Don't question me. Listen, Ratchet and Clank gonna get platinum. Believe that, okay?
Blame on hours difficulty?
Absolutely. It was good. Absolutely. Come on, bro. You know how I do. Listen, y'all can't question me when it comes to beating games. Ratchet and Clank is going to be platinum.
You know what I'm hearing a lot right now? I'm hearing a lot of excuses.
No.
For reasons I don't play games or I got to wait or this, that, and the third. Come on.
No accountability, man. This shit's crazy.
They said Shokio was in the wrong. What is he? Okay, I brought him up.
Ugh.
Why is he on server mute? Shokio, unmute yourself, meathead.
Mute yourself.
Let me. Yeah, he has. Oh wait. Okay, I gave him podcast roles.
I had the permissions.
What's up, sir? I hate you.
Hey, I'm here.
You're late. Like 4 weeks late. What do you have to say for yourself?
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Shok. Back at it again. Know what I'm saying?
Well, I hate you. But let me just finish real quick. Listen, Smooth, don't worry, because listen, y'all know I play and buy games day one and I beat it immediately. This is the one exception is Ratchet and Clank, and it's a
long ass exception, bro.
Listen, I'm putting together a new setup, so I want to be in the right atmosphere when I start playing games. Yes, I want to be.
He wanted to be romantic, man. He wanted.
I'm putting. Hold on, Bond. You've talked about this. You know, I'm putting together a man cave, so I wanted to save Ratchet. I want that to be the first game for the man cave. That's
you get a man cave at your crib, BG?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a man cave.
Oh, shit, okay.
The only exception to this rule, I would believe, is like, let's just say Smooth bought Flight Simulator. And I was like, Smooth, how could you even play? Oh, I'm waiting for my HOTAS, my throttle, and my stick to come. In that situation, I can understand why you would have a game and not play it. But this just sounds like some needless, goofy shit. Like, play the game.
And here's the thing. Blandrew, sorry, I gotta throw you under the bus. Blandrew didn't even buy it. I bought Ratchet, okay? At least I bought it.
Oh, speaking of Blandrew, sir, they're asking why your trophies on PSN are hidden.
Uh-oh.
I explained that months ago, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you, Blandrew. There's no excuse. You got no excuse.
You gotta unhide your trophies, dog.
You got no excuse that flies for that. I'm gonna be real with you.
You gotta unhide your trophies. That's like a weapon wheel mandate. Like your trophies cannot be hidden.
You have zero reason to hide trophies, Blandrew. I'm being real with you, dog. There's zero reason.
No, disrespected. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
what happened?
I get disrespected every day. I don't cry about it.
You block people about it.
Exactly.
But I felt disrespected about
it. MVG. Well, what was the disrespect for? You don't play games?
Nah, people were hitting up BG talking about I'm reviewing games, calling me the crap gamer of Nintendo without beating them and stuff. BG refusing to give me that person's name. So I was like, all right, since people want to keep going behind my back, calling me crap gamer and stuff, talking
Wait,
to
no,
BG,
you never
BG.
asked. You never asked me who it was.
Yes, I did. It's on that podcast. Trust me. I asked who it was. You said, I don't even remember, to be honest with you. I was like, all right, cool.
Well, Blandrew, I got a question. That's a very good point. All these Nintendo people you say aren't cool with us, that don't like us, we need every one of their names.
You said what? You cut out.
All these Nintendo guys you say aren't cool with us, that don't like us, we need every one of their names.
One of them in
Why would I do that?
So why would BG do that then? You see how I just led you right into that? Oh my god.
No. Why would I
into that, everybody?
Why would I purposely out people that you want on this podcast?
Why would I out myself? Would BG purposely out people?
Oh, I like it.
At this point, I don't remember who it is, but listen, if you slandered Blandrew about hiding trophies months ago, just let me know.
Yeah.
And literally, again, my Nintendo Switch hours are public. My Xbox Live achievements are public.
No, we need to see these PlayStation, man. You can't be hiding shit on. Like, I'm being dead ass. Hiding your achievements and trophies and your accounts on WebWheel is not like you can't be doing that, dog. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to see Hard8 make 5 videos about this, calling you a fraud, because that's about to come up tonight. You already know that. This nigga Blandrew hiding trophies.
Go ahead.
Hey, Blandrew, go ahead and make them things public, bro.
Show off. Listen, part 55.
Shokio, you want to introduce yourself for the people who don't know?
Who don't remember you?
Yeah, don't remember you. You existed.
Remember me?
No, people fucking remember me.
Oh, just let them know you the grandfather of these Nintendo niggas.
I really am though, low key.
Okay.
Like I know,
casted him away, but
does Shokio know? You know Blandrew?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. Y'all cool? Never mind.
Not since.
I don't think me and Blandrew have ever talked.
Really? Y'all should talk and like go on a date.
Nah, Shokio left the Nintendo community.
Them niggas was toxic, man.
But no, Blandrew, that's your elder. Don't you respect that, man?
There was a moment in time.
Yeah, until
you stopped fucking with him.
Until you became honest about Nintendo.
Yep, and then he became honest, and Shokio got that treatment that I was getting for telling the truth about Nintendo. The fans ain't like that. So you know what Shokio said? Fuck y'all niggas. I'm going to Twitch.
Yeah. I never attacked Shokio or anything, by the way. I was just
Shokio is looked at as the Nintendo Judas now, so
Yep.
they've tried to excommunicate him.
He is a heretic.
All right, let's move on to the next topic. Let's talk about this Nintendo. Oh, not Nintendo. This Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl game. Hey man, this thing. Listen, I'm probably not gonna play this, but y'all know I have high respect for Smash Bros. As a franchise and any game like it. This thing looks like it's gonna be a hit. I see a lot of the Smash community maybe not taking this game like as serious as they do Smash, but it's an ulterior game that they can play, just to mess around on their downtime. It might be just as fun and might not be as mechanic heavy. The creator said they want this game to be competitive though. They want it to get to that level, and they're like very open to hearing from the community about it. But so as we know, it's a Smash game. It's gonna have SpongeBob, Michelangelo, Lincoln Loud. I have no idea who Lincoln Loud is, by the way.
Loud House.
A Loud House.
Yeah, my niece watched that stupid show.
It's a cool show. It's a cool show.
That show is trash, Landry. Stop.
It's cool. It's got some agendas going on in it, but it's overall pretty good.
Of course.
Ain't most of the characters women or something?
You know what the agenda is? Lincoln Loud's best friend's a black kid who has two dads.
Oh Lord!
Really? Of course they give the black kid two dads.
Yeah, he's literally like the only black kid in the show too, which is
They're trying to fill like a bunch of demographics with one person.
One black, and that's what they always do. One black person.
Yeah, shout out to Bless Red. Yeah, so never heard of Lincoln Loud, and I consider myself.
Come on, dog.
And I consider myself like a Nickelodeon, OG, with their cartoons. So there's Lincoln Loud, there's Sandy, Patrick, Oblina. That's from Our Real Monsters. For you young kids that don't know nothing about that show. Our Real Monsters is a classic. That's a classic for real.
This dude don't like. Hey, how you a Nickelodeon aficionado and you don't like Rocket Power, bro?
Rocket Power is trash.
Hold on. Jack, you realize there's no Rocket Power people on this list. You know that.
Okay, so when you see Tito fat ass be the next character now, don't say
oh my god.
Anyway. He gonna come out with the Hawaiian shirt on, fucking niggas. As a matter of fact, they add Tito. I gotta get that game.
Shokio probably don't like Rocket Power because he living the Rocket Power life right now.
Yeah, he think he out on Rocket. Didn't tell me he don't like Rocket Power. Like, man.
Oogly. Let's get that shit out of here.
Fire. Woogity woo, nigga. Woogity woo.
That show was always poorly written and it looked ugly to me. I ain't never fuck with it.
Yeah, it's trash.
So it's a cool show. It's not like upper echelon of Nickelodeon, but it's all right.
Let's put some respect.
It's better than all the shit they got now. Hey,
absolutely.
Yeah, this shit trash now, man.
Loud House, nigga. Come on, man.
Rocket Power was cool.
Rocket Power is a smooth C- tier, probably. No.
I say it's a C tier. I give it a C tier.
There's Powdered Toast Man. That's from Ren and Stimpy. A lot of you young cats probably don't know about that either. Powdered Toast Man. Nigel Thornberry from
Why would they put him in the game?
Ass in the game, I can't see it.
They should have put what's
that dude that be acting like a Nintendo fan?
That's what I'm saying. They should have put Donnie in here, man.
As far as the cast goes, Nigel probably is the more popular character, like as far as the internet and stuff is concerned. It wouldn't be the main character of the show or Darwin or anybody, but Nigel's definitely the most popular character.
They definitely should have put Donnie in here, bro. I feel like he would fit perfectly into like just a bunch of cartoons fighting. Not Nigel Thornberry. That's weird. And what was his daughter, Eliza? Was it Eliza Thornberry?
Yeah.
It was? Yeah.
I forgot the oldest sister's name.
Wait, but did you like that show?
Thornberry's fucking sucked.
I take that over Rocket Power.
You take that over Rocket Power. You are crazy.
Absolutely,
suck, bro.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
And they made by the same people too. You know
what's funny though? The Thornberrys got a movie.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the
Rocket
Rugrats.
Power ain't getting nothing.
Rocket Power had 3 movies. They were made for TV though.
Exactly.
A bunch of skating and surfing hipsters. No, I'll take a chick who can talk to animals any day. Okay?
BG,
they play street hockey, buddy.
Hold on, whoa. BG, didn't you post a video you struggled skating like 3 weeks ago?
What that gotta mean? That don't mean I want to watch niggas. That don't mean I want to watch cartoons do it. What that mean?
You look like me on them skates, bow leg and knees touching.
You want to be able to
Look like you was scared to move on them bitches.
Your fat ass goes to break straight through those cuffs.
Hey, fuck you.
It's been years.
Shokio, how did your wheel melt? I saw that shit.
Oh, Texas is hot as fuck.
I haven't skated in probably a month and a half because it's been way too hot. I'm just like, no, I'm good.
Shit melting my wheels.
It's been years, so I'm rusty.
Wait, Bon, you skate?
Yeah.
Definitely the Caucasian side of you.
Did you fall in the grass on the video? But that video had me crying.
Yeah, I was going full speed down a hill, and these old people that I'm like, hey, they don't even move, so I had to bail out into the grass.
Like, watch out front. He fall. That shit had me crying.
All right. Nigel Thornberry, there's Lucy. I have no idea what Lucy's from.
Lucy
is from
I see the picture.
She's from the Loud House. I never heard of that shit.
Yeah, she's from Loud House. She's the I think she's the goth character.
Another relevant.
Still like watching Nickelodeon right now?
I watch it occasionally. Yeah, like if I'm just in a living room working on something and it's on TV.
What you working on?
A script or something, or
a script for what?
A video.
Let that man live. Let that man let it go, Bon. Lucy
God.
from that Irrelevant show. Helga from Hey Arnold. Reptar from Rugrats.
Well, Helga
of course.
Fuck somebody up.
I'm about the main Reptar.
Oh, the goat is in the game. The goat, Invader Zim. Okay.
He's gonna be the best character.
Yeah, he's gonna have the
Absolutely.
most tools. He's gonna have the most tools.
If he's not OP, I don't. Then they did something wrong in that game. Okay. Another. I would say he's a baby goat. Danny Phantom. I think that show is.
You
fire.
like Danny? Okay,
bro. Danny Phantom has that show has amazing character development. Shut up, Jack.
It's cool.
Yeah,
it's
Jack,
cool.
I have to disagree on there.
It's cool. It's cool. It ain't what you making it out to be.
That show had some good ass characters and actually had like
really good characters.
I rather watch Fairly Odd.
Will Disney counter and make their own game?
Ew.
Never mind.
What else? Okay, Danny Phantom and Michelangelo and Leonardo.
Ninja Turtles. Yeah, from the Ninja Turtles. I can't believe they're all on there too. But you know,
Nintendo. I mean,
what happened?
Fairly late though. That's how they get cheap by adding Ninja Turtles to it.
Nickelodeon has them now. Chris Righteous.
Yeah.
Oh, but another thing about this game compared to like Smash Brothers, this game actually has rollback netcode.
Yep.
So it's gonna be have better online automatically.
And which goes to further prove my point I brought up a while ago. Other companies can do what Nintendo does, and sometimes even do it better.
Wow.
You're really gonna say Nickelodeon All Stars is better than Super Smash Brothers?
We gotta wait and see, but it's got rollback netcode.
Yeah.
The fighting game community might like it simply because of that reason a little bit more. So yeah, it has those characters on the box art. There was, I believe, an outline for Korra. There's no.
There should be Avatar people. You're right. That definitely should be on there.
I think Aang's on there too.
Oh, really? Okay. There's no
Angry Beavers.
There's no Fairly Odd Parents.
Network.
There's no Fairly Odd Parents characters.
That show's trash.
No, it's not.
It's trash now.
Fairly Odd Parents is not trash. Don't do that.
It became trash after a while.
When they started adding the dog.
Yeah, they added the baby, and then they added a whole second girl he has to share them with. That shit went.
Yeah, that shit was stupid.
They should add Timmy and just I don't think Cosmo and Wanda should be separate characters. I think like they should be part of like Timmy's attacks and
There's a lot of shit. They can add Jimmy Neutron. There's a lot of characters.
Yeah,
they can add.
I want Hugh Neutron. I want that to be on me.
Yeah, man.
So Shokio, as a Smash fan and a semi-pro, whatever you want to call it, how you feel?
I feel that Nintendo fucking hates us. And
why you say that?
They don't give a fuck. Bro, I saw Patrick do a Waveland platform drop back air. You can't even accomplish that in Ultimate.
Blandrew, do you even know what that is?
I don't even care what it is, honestly.
I didn't ask if you cared. I asked if you knew.
I know what a wave dash is.
No, say that full technical term again.
I said Waveland.
Yeah, pressing R and going down towards the ground like in Melee.
I mean, yes, that's technically the same thing, yeah.
What else, Shokio? Tell us what else about this game intrigues you that you wish was in Smash.
So basically, I don't know if y'all saw the developers, but they said that Nickelodeon approached them from the jump because they're the developers behind Slap City. If you guys have seen that game,
and isn't that what happened to Jack when he got banned on Twitch?
Yeah, I know, right? That was that 6-month ban. Yeah.
And that game was really well received competitively and shit. And they said that Nickelodeon wanted this to be like a real tournament thing with prize pools and everything from the jump. And then they have rollback, and then from the trailer you can actually, despite the fact that it's goofy Nickelodeon characters hitting each other and shit, you can actually see like tentacle stuff going on. Now that doesn't mean it's going to make it objectively better than Smash, but it does go to show just how much Nintendo does not care. Like they don't give a flying fuck, dude. Why is there more technical shit? Why is there better online being put into a game with fucking George Lopez?
That'd be the
Powder Toast Man.
George Lopez was in that.
Iconic video game characters of all time. Not that franchise, but the franchise with fucking Nickelodeon characters.
Somebody told me that most like fighting games out there don't have rollback, so I don't know why people keep singling out Smash Bros for this.
Well, because it's now becoming like more it's becoming more like the standard now. Like that's expected for fighting games now. It's like to implement rollback code.
Yeah, I know, but like they were saying like Street Fighter and Tekken and all, like I think even Virtua Fighter and stuff didn't have rollback, but everybody just like stupid Nintendo while all these other games.
People complain about.
Y'all gotta stop this real quick, Andrew. You can't take criticism of Nintendo and deflect like that. You gotta.
I didn't say it didn't need rollback. I'm just saying why does everybody keep singling this one out when all the other popular games don't have it either?
Listen, I can answer that. For one, it's a platform fighter, obviously like Nickelodeon, All Stars, whatever. Two, Sakurai actually specifically said that they were messing around with rollback during the development of Ultimate, but he was just like, it's too hard, and so they decided not to implement it. That's why.
Wow. What
does people did get on Street Fighter, like,
and they did clown other games. They clown DBFZ, they clown Tekken.
Yeah, Maximilian's he's always been like complaining about how these developers need to start implementing more rollback into the fighting games. I mean, the FGC always complains about it.
The only person that wasn't disappointed with Street Fighter was Hip Hop Gamer, Blanchard.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What does I seen this term? They were talking about Smash. I didn't know what it meant. I forgot. It was like he got M4D'd or D4'd. It was something like that. What does that mean, Shokio?
You mean DI?
No, it was like he got 4D'd. Pretty much, he killed the dude super fast.
4B?
Like, 0 to death.
Oh god.
Oh, okay, that's what it means. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he killed them like in like one juggle like 3 times. Every time he like came back. Okay, I was just wondering what that meant.
You're talking about that Ultimate clip?
Yeah, you probably saw it.
Okay, yeah, that's JV4.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay,
and that's when you kill someone and you're at like 0%. So it's kind of like, let's say you have 2 stocks, but you're at 0%. That's like a JV3.
All right.
Because you almost 3 stocked them.
Well, Andrew, did you know that?
Yeah. Bot, shut up, bro.
The game
I'm getting an education from Shokio.
The game on screen is House for Dead, Landrew. House of Dead.
House for Dead. What the fuck are you talking about?
My bad. House for Dead. I'm thinking of House of the Dead. What other Nickelodeon characters do y'all think they should add?
They need to add some live action. I seen a tweet that they was going. I don't know if it was a joke or not about like adding like Alex Mack to the game. They need to add some live action people, bro. That'd be fire.
Let me see.
Need Keenan Nickel, though.
I think that would fuck up with the whole just aesthetic of it.
It'll fuck up the aesthetic, but I don't know.
That's what kind of ruined PlayStation All Stars too.
They got to add Rocco.
Rocco's Modern Life, yeah.
Oh, that's sure. Facts.
Roger Klotz. Give me Roger Klotz.
Team Eternal.
Jenny. Teenage Robot.
Oh yeah, XJ9. Yeah, she has
Jenny.
She's an actual fighter.
Yeah, that's what she's made for. One of the Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like the big heads from Rocco's Modern Life or Mrs. Puff and shit like that, like bigger characters as well.
So you just want all of every character.
you got eventually.
Okay, why not? Make it an ultimate.
Who was that one person that one episode that said Smooth looked like a nematode?
Oh shit.
Hey yo.
Who else? They gotta
Rudy,
add some.
Rudy
Kenan,
Tabooty from Chalk Zone.
Keenan and Kel. Oh yeah, Rudy would be fine.
I forgot about Chalk Zone.
I fuss with Rudy Tabooty. That show was fire.
Yo, you know who would be the best character? Donkey Lips from Hey Dude.
Some,
oh no! What was that? What was that one guy from Pete and Pete? Arnie or Andy or?
Oh, you talking about yeah, Arnie.
Yeah, I would like to see Arnie in. Yeah, they could put so many characters.
I'm gonna need all 5 of the Backyardigans.
Oh, come on, bro.
They wouldn't do that though. I don't think they would. They got to put Tyrone in there if they do. It got to be Tyrone.
Oh, why I gotta be the nigga?
Hey, sir.
Who the fuck is Tyrone?
You know who Tyrone is from the
I think he's the orange one.
Oh,
awesome.
What? I ain't never watched Backyardigans.
Hey man, gotta get it together, Jack.
They gotta put the salt and pepper shakers from Blue's Clues in there. Let's really get into it.
They need somebody from Doug, one of the Angry Beavers.
Yeah, Angry Beaver. That's Cartoon. That's Cartoon Network.
I don't want
Angry Beavers. That was on Nickelodeon.
Angry Beavers.
Oh, was it?
Nickelodeon.
I thought that was Cartoon Network.
I don't want Doug himself to be in the show. I mean, to be in the game.
Doug is fire.
Roger
Fire.
Yeah,
Roger.
I always thought
Roger.
Doug was corny.
What
Roger
about
would
Skeeter,
fit
man?
better.
Patty Mayonnaise. They got so many characters, bro.
Pork chop.
Yeah, man. Need all them.
I know.
You know, a good. I need some Are You Afraid of the Dark characters.
Oh, let's get
Mr.
that.
Sardo.
This game got a lot of possibilities if it's actually successful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the only IP that could have more IPs than Nintendo.
Yeah, I know.
Cartoon Network had a fighter like this back in the day, but it was trash.
Yeah, they
wasn't
did.
it like Flash or something?
Garbage.
No, it was an actual
they
like,
had
legit
actual-
It
release.
was Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion.
Yeah.
Oh.
That
And I actually
game
played
just
that shit
sounds
because it was a
trash.
side tournament at a PM tournament. I fucking heard.
I know they already have a whole bunch of SpongeBob characters, but I feel like Squidward and Mr. Krabs got to be in. Oh, Larry the Lobster got to be in there too. I'm sorry.
Sandy Cheeks is the only one that can throw down. That can actually fight. So
what was that one dude like the Aquaman spin rip off? SpongeBob
boy.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah.
And what was their enemy? The enemy
The
of
Dirty
the Dirty Bubble and
Man Ray.
Oh, yeah,
Bro,
Man
no.
Ray.
Yeah.
See, SpongeBob got too many iconic characters. That's the problem, bro.
They're the Mario franchise of this game.
Yeah, they're probably gonna have like 10 reps,
Yeah.
like Smash Cut.
Yeah. So, hey man, I think this game gonna be a hit. I think casuals gonna buy this. Like the hardcore probably gonna buy this. You know.
And the most important thing is it'll be a fighting game like this on Steam, on PC, and on Xbox.
It's going on everything. But realistically,
wait. I don't think it's going on PC. I was looking at it. I only saw last gen and current gen consoles. Let me check again.
I think they said it's coming. I think they said that it's coming.
They confirmed it in the dev Discord.
Oh, okay. It's just not at launch because I didn't see PC when in the news article. Yeah. Let me. Okay, I see. Okay, yeah, it says Windows. It does say Windows. Okay.
Doodle Bob can't be in the game. He'd be broken.
Oh, Doodle Bob. Oh, the legend known as Doodle Bob. That's crazy.
You know what? The next thing we're about to hear is this game going to Game Pass.
It probably will. To be honest with you.
Nah.
It'll probably be day one
not a
on
single
Game Pass.
Nickelodeon game like IP on there. Like there's like a ton of those type of games like available on Xbox, but they're not on. None of them are on Game Pass.
Y'all think it's gonna be a full 60 or 70?
Oh no, it's gonna be like $40.
It'll be $39.99 at most.
Meanwhile, Nintendo selling you old ass decade-year-old games for $60.
I probably won't play this game, but like just because I like the idea so much, I might just do a few giveaways, buy it and do a few giveaways.
Realistically, how much do you expect this to sell?
Shit.
This shit gonna flop. I ain't gonna lie.
No. I don't think this is flopping. I don't think this is flopping.
I think it's gonna sell.
It'll probably catch on late. I think it catches on late. It doesn't fly out the gate, bro.
They tried to do a kart racer with these. I don't know, man. We gonna
see. But like people looked at those kart racers as kind of like, just Nintendo character cash-ins.
They was mid.
Yeah, I think like I said, I think the hardcore are on board, and like these are iconic Nickelodeon characters, so I think the casuals just gonna buy it off of that.
Yeah, but we've always had like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon mashups, and they didn't really move the needle that much.
Yeah, they all flop.
It's different.
Yeah.
The difference is though they have a real developer behind this game.
Yeah, like
that's fair. That's fair because a lot of these people,
I don't know, because you hear stuff like that when it pertains to SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom 2, and then you look at the sales and they're not really.
The streaming community, like the FGC, the Maximilian dudes, them type, they going LTGs, they gonna have to get this game popping. Like if they actually put the stamp on it, I think it'll.
Yeah, like I don't think it's possible to fail because even if people don't take it seriously, they're gonna buy it like off the memes and play it ironically.
Low tier guy gonna be cussing out 10-year-olds on this game.
Get the fuck out of my lobby, dude.
Yeah,
Get that ass banned.
I do think the hardcore, you know, depending on how they receive it, you know, and promote it, that's what's gonna really like matter. Oh, look what's on screen. Ain't you this what you get in a PS3 for, Jack? This old ass looking Ratchet?
Yes, sir.
The best Ratchet and Clank games.
Bro, them games physical cost like 70 fucking. I feel like I'm buying a PS5 game. This shit is crazy.
Is this a cracking time?
I don't know what.
No, this is PS2 era Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, that's a PS2 game. Yeah.
Well, Smooth, how you feel about them spending $70 on these old ass when you can just get them?
I'm about to buy this shit off the PSN store, dog. $20. Shout out to the PSN store didn't close, and I can get that thing digital, dog. Yeah. Shout out to us for complaining, doing the right thing.
Shout out to us.
Yes, sir. Good job, Blandrew. Fuck you. Who was this?
Yeah, BG.
Yeah, BG bitch ass. That's who.
Trash.
How many PSN games have you? How many PSN games have
you cut out?
How many PSN games have you bought since that?
About like 3.
I just got my shit yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, I just got it yesterday. I mean, I'm gonna buy some.
I can't play these old games where everything has a super sharp edge. Sorry.
Super sharp.
Yeah, them visuals kind of crazy. I'll be able to do whatever.
Yeah.
Why is Clank in the bathroom?
That's the next thing I was like. What is this, bro? Come on, dog. This nigga's a robot. Like they be trying to be too weird and funny. You got a robot in the bathrobe. That's what you wanted. That's your shit, Jack. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That is up Jack's alley, most definitely.
Yes, sir. Speak on it.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. So we got a few things before we get to the Steam Deck topic. So Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut Iki Island adds about 15 to 20 hours of gameplay. Is this good enough for the price tag, which is $20 technically for the Director's Cut, and then it's $10 for the upgrade, but $20 for 15 20 hours? Yeah, okay with that?
Yeah, I mean, people are paying $60 for old ass games they've already beaten.
That was never I don't think people had a problem with the expansion part of Ghost of Tsushima. It was always the features locking that behind $10 paywall.
Yeah. But is this confirmed or just from one of those PlayStation insiders?
No, this is
from PlayStation Inside.
No, this is
from a tester.
This is confirmed pretty much. Which and I would say it's more probably closer to 10 hours because when they say 15 to 20, that's they're either casual bums and
Yeah, he might be.
15 to 20 is probably like doing like all the extra shit. Like
he might have been playing with an adaptive controller, so we don't know how long. His 20 hours might be 10 for us. We don't know. You gotta take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, but and related to that, the topic of people still arguing about what's worth it, $70 and all that stuff. Ratchet and Clank had the biggest launch ever for the franchise at $70.
You didn't see that coming? You didn't see that coming? Though?
I mean, no, I did, but you look on Twitter, everybody's I'm not paying $70 for a game. Well, it looks like a lot of people did because it's so Ratchet and Clank 2016 was $40, wasn't it?
And that
was the top selling Ratchet and Clank game ever at that point.
Yeah, and people had to pay $30 more for this Ratchet and Clank on a smaller install base, and it still outsold it. Guess what? People will pay for the games they want. What do you know?
Smooth.
I mean, Nintendo could have told you that.
Yeah, they could have.
I mean, capping will get you far. You know what I mean?
I mean, but you got to think about it. Even people like Smooth had a little, throwing, shots at the game, and he purchased a copy for himself.
Well,
so.
I was going to buy the copy because I played every Ratchet and Clank sans the PS3 version.
But you're also a person that's against $70 games, correct?
Yeah, I am against $70 games.
But you still went out day one and bought it, though, correct?
Yeah, I was not going to buy. The thing is, I have no choice but to buy. Now, since it's not even the game $70, but the thing is PlayStation first party games are $70. I have no choice but to buy.
You have a choice.
No, you have a choice. You can wait for a sale.
Wait for a sale or don't buy it. Speak with
you
your
see
wallet.
how quick these things are dropping, Smooth. You could have waited.
Yeah, man. Why you had to go out and buy it? You had a choice, man. You always got a choice.
Like Ratchet and Clank, it is what it is. And plus, I saved a whole bunch of money by using Game Pass, so I could afford it anyway. So
the money you saved on Game Pass, you spent on me.
Yeah, all the money you saved on Game Pass, you didn't funded Bond fucking gaming habit for like 5 years.
I use weapon wheel money to pay Bond, so I don't even count that.
So you don't even need to be getting the Patreon. Okay, that's what's up.
You send it to me.
That shit is crazy.
But it is like I said, it's Captain Central. A lot of people, I knew the game was going to break records. They had no choice but to. A lot of people that didn't even play fucking Ratchet and Clank. This was their first Ratchet and Clank experience. That's super capping they be doing. So it's like it is. I saw it coming. You know what I mean? Watching people cry, looking at eyeballs and shit, but it's all good.
Smooth wild, man.
That's funny.
Okay. Put a little poll just to see what the audience feels about $70 games. Put a few options out there. Let us know your thoughts. But
I don't like it.
So yeah, shout out to Ratchet and Clank. Also, but on the other side of the NPDs, Xbox was the top selling console for the month.
It made the most.
Okay,
money.
yes. Dollar amount. Let them have a victory. Dang.
They do have a W. They have a W for making the most money for that month.
Yeah, so we obviously know Nintendo sold the most, but dollar amount, if people keep laughing at, and somebody said because their console is more expensive, I was like, they have one of the cheapest consoles that counts in that unit too, which is the Xbox Series S. So they had to sell.
But they still got a $500 SKU though. That's the point.
Right.
But they still have a $300 SKU.
Yeah, but the Nintendo's is $200 to $300. Yours is $300 to $500.
And some people like you buy multiple, so you putting $800 towards that ending amount. So yeah,
you do have to factor in the fact that like Xbox Series S's are also very much available. I mean, yeah, Xbox Series. They what?
They're not.
No, they are.
They come
in the month of June.
No. They come available more often, but you can't say because you're gonna do that, and then now I'm gonna go on every website and try to buy one. I guarantee you, I won't be able to get one right now.
I checked in the morning. Like I forgot what it was like. It was this past week. I checked in the morning, and I went back the next morning, and they still had Xbox Series S's available. Like they were available for entire days at a time.
Yeah. It's Series S, PS5, and then Series X as far as like availability usually.
It is very easy to get an S, Smooth. Very easy.
It's easier.
No, it's extremely easy.
Available. It's the easiest. How about that?
It's the easiest when they become available. I will agree to that, but it's not rapidly available. But I can tell you what attested to that. It was Xbox's amazing E3 showcase.
Smooth. Smooth. I literally just went to a website and it's available right now.
What website? Fucking rinkadink.eu.
No. It's available. It's available at Ant Online, and I bought. That's where I got my That's where I got my PS5, and I bought a Xbox Series S and sold it. So it's a reliable place.
Oh, okay.
It's available right now. You can check.
Ant Online. Is it a standard or is it a forced bundle?
It's a bundle. Okay. What's the point? It's available.
Then it's more than what people are willing to pay for.
So wait a minute. That also leads to the point though. If they selling a lot of these bundles, what, $400-500 for the Series S? Like,
yeah, but remember those bundles aren't really acquainted to because any store could put anything in that bundle, so that wouldn't matter to
the dollar amount of the S itself.
It wouldn't. Okay.
Yeah, they don't count the accessories that are sold with the bundles.
All right. I had to make it sure. Okay.
But you know, it was that you know that awesome E3, and you know after that week, you know there was a surge of people with their
That
you
shit
know.
was trash.
I've been seeing Xbox in passenger seats with seatbelts on by like over 100 people, and I'm like, oh, they might get them an NPDW here, but what you're saying, Jack? Move, my bad.
I was gonna ask you about. You know what? I'm following.
No, go ahead.
No, you good, man. You good.
I've been very careful on this subject, so
You
please,
good, man. I actually got enough. I was gonna ask a question about the controllers too. I just thought about that, but I'm falling back from all that shit. I'm falling back, man. Is that a topic though? BG Phil Spencer saying he want to remake the control like more like the DualSense. Is that a topic?
I didn't write it down as one because I felt like it was one of those overblown. It was a statement people overblown.
All right.
You know, I mean, y'all tell me. Like, I feel like because it's something he said in passing. Like, they asked him about how he feels about the PlayStation controller, and he said, you know, like, yeah, we would explore the option or something like that, or look into doing something with the Xbox controller. I'm like, that's not really a statement to me.
Okay.
Oh,
and y'all let me know.
A bunch of more Xbox controllers, huh?
Yeah, Smooth just bought a whole gang of them bitches with his name.
The Xbox Design Labs is back, and I finally got my order. So,
how much one of them controls cost on Xbox Design Labs?
It's only like $10 extra. It's like 60 or 70 bucks.
Sheesh. But you let me get this straight. You feel comfortable buying $70 controllers at nauseum, but a $70 game makes you squeam.
I'm gonna get a lifetime use out of my controller. I'm not gonna get a lifetime.
That's
use
not
out
true.
of
That's not true. That's not
Smooth. Smooth. How's that Spider-Man controller?
What Spider-Man controller? What
Smooth, you literally put a control up your ass when you got killed in the last one, bro.
You literally,
you're not getting a lifetime use out of it.
Yo, you beat that controller like Ray Rice in the elevator.
You definitely two-piece your controller before, my guy. You ain't getting no lifetime use out of that, bro.
They don't break and whatnot, and like I mean, I'm gonna keep these as our collectibles. I made them.
Oh my god, yeah. First of all, controllers aren't collectibles. Ain't nobody wanting their dirty hands of it on.
No, but his joint say Kid Smooth, though. I need that. That's a collector's item.
Yeah, yo, Jack, get yourself a Jiggy Merc controller, dog.
Oh, I didn't even think about. You know what, Smooth? Okay, there you go. Hey, Smooth, that'd be a good gift towards me, man. I'm gonna be looking for that. All right, what you want to put on it?
No, you gotta tell me you got those Jiggy Merc designs and whatnot.
You right. Hey, Smooth, go on get.
That's what you want to call them.
I'll accept that gracefully. Thank you.
You're not a Jiggy Merch supporter, Shokio?
Shokio in here hating, man. That's crazy.
Oh, what? Huh? I ain't say nothing.
I'm gonna get a golden dildo design so Shokio can get a little hoodie or something. I gotta accommodate all demographics. So I'm gonna get something for Shokio.
Are you gonna accommodate broke niggas too?
No, that's true. I'm gonna put it on a burlap sack instead of like the actual material, so I can.
You know what should be on Shokio's controller? A clock.
Man.
What are those?
What are those? All these jobs you be going through, Shokio, I'm starting to wonder.
I take that.
You showing up on time?
Oh no, I got fucked up by COVID. Chill.
I'm just messing with you.
I think the Xbox 360 controller is low key still better than this Series S controller.
Series controller, I don't like how the triggers are angled in. It's actually kind of uncomfortable on your index fingers to me.
Smooth.
I disagree. I think it's one of the best controllers ever made.
But I got these Kawhi Leonard hands.
Definitely not. Because here's the thing, like I still keep an Xbox 360 controller around for like any time I may need it. You know, if I'm playing on PC, usually I use a DualShock, but once in a while I'll use a Xbox controller, and I don't have an Xbox One controller or a Series S controller. I have the 360 one, and I think it's better than both of them.
Especially the upgraded one that has the better D-pad. That controller is goated.
Yeah. That's my thought.
Best controller for shooters.
All right. What's next on?
Hold on. Hey, you want to do a super chat break, yo?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, cool. Let me scroll it. What day is it? The 18th. All right, super chat break. We got A-Town MLH. He donated. He said, "Power line adapters are a great substitute if your router is too far." I don't necessarily. I've had a power line adapter. I ain't really like it. We got Big Cloud Game. He's a hit the like button. Absolutely. Hustle and motivate. Share the podcast on social media, please. I agree. Thank you. We got Ball Daily. Shout out to the podcast. Gonna need Bond to stop scaring all the black women off the podcast. Peep how the white women on here never get any harassment from him. Shrug.
White girls have ever been on Weapon Wheel.
Yeah, get Mew on here and
real quick, right? So there's this girl I wanted on the podcast. She is black, right? And because of all the back and forth between Blandrew and Black Bond, she saw you attacking this man Bond.
Oh no!
She was like, you know what? She was like, I seen what Bond was doing on the timeline, and I don't know if I want to be on right after that.
We don't need
black queen.
A black queen.
We don't need her company now. She's too soft.
Nah, and she's like she's an RPG head. She's like really like that.
Are you? I think I know exactly who you're talking about.
She probably knows who she is.
It's gotta be Lady It's gotta be Lady Pelvic then.
I ain't saying who it is, but just know you scared her. You scared her off, Bond.
I talk to Lady Pelvic all the time.
Just know you scared her off, Bond. You scared off another black woman.
That's her name.
Go subscribe to her channel. She makes super good content.
Like your pelvic area? No, man.
I mean, she'd be stealing half my damn game collection.
What?
That's a joke. That's a joke. Me and her have on the inside. Okay. It's not serious.
Okay. Just know you scaring off more black women without even trying, Bond. That's all I'm saying.
Let him go to Pookie and Ray Ray's podcast then.
What?
Let him go to Tyrone's podcast.
Oh man,
so crazy.
Hey, go ahead, Jack. Continue.
All right, we got Ball Daily again. He said on the After Dark, there was a punk talking about Black Lagoon and DBZ was trash. I will sub to the $100 tier for the rest of the year to never hear him talk on the After Dark again. Hey,
I could put that $100 tier up right now.
Hey, yo, who you talking about? I'll make sure they get the fuck up out of here, bro. You will never hear from them again. Karen fucking T, yo.
That sounded like it might have been Jigga. It could have been Jigga.
Oh, it was Jigga. Oh, yeah.
Then we could listen. If you real about that $100 tier, we can get Jigga up out of here.
Yeah, we can handle that right now, my guy. We got Tarek Ahmed. He said Nintendo fans look like Chalk Zone characters. Hey, yo. we got Sofa Spy. He said guaranteed the Crimson Chin will be a character.
That would be he be OP.
Yeah, that'd be dope. We got Tarek Ahmed again. He said they need to add Zuko and Ang or Aang. I don't know how to pronounce. Got Tarek Ahmed again. He said Cat Dog. We got Game Inspection. Having rollback doesn't make your netcode good. Street Fighter 5 has rollback and its online is trash. Virtual Fighter 5 has delay base and it's better than most other games. I don't know if y'all can confirm.
That's not true. Street Fighter 5.
Street Fighter doesn't have. Yeah, it doesn't have rollback netcode. Let me check.
It's not. It's not like real.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
All right. We got Hoovier 186. He says, shout out to WWP, aggressive inline Shokio, and the character needed in Nick Brawl is Quail Man. I agree.
You see that?
Okay.
Oh, yo, Doug should be able to change into all of his alter ego.
Yeah,
that would be better. Like if you had different forms.
Smash Adams and everything.
Oh yeah. We got Jack Sutcliffe. He said, Bun, you may want to hold off on streaming RE8 until Capcom addresses the performance because of De Novo. P.S. Why is Jack Move tweeting about wanting the girl from Gotham to fart on her at 4 a.m.? Hey, listen.
I did see that tweet. You wild.
Tabitha from Gotham is a beautiful one.
What's going on with RE8, De Novo? I'm guessing performance issues.
Yeah, it made it run worse, they said.
I mean, I got 3080. I'm not worried about it.
All right. We got two more. We got Jazzy Jefferson. If people can buy dust collectors editions of games they don't really need, people will buy a game for $70, which is true. And we got Mega ZX 456. He said, I'm with Jack. Rocket Power is the truth. Stop the slander at once. I need them to add Stoop Kid to the lineup. That's an S2 character. Oh, yeah.
Stoop Kid afraid to leave his stoop.
Stoop Kid or Chocolate Boy. Chocolate Boy will work too.
Why you want Chocolate Boy on there?
Because I mean, he gives me Darwin vibes too.
Okay. All right. Thank you for them super chats, Jack. Okay. So Psychonauts 2 is going to have an invincibility toggle. Or the journalist mode, whatever you want to call it. So, I mean, we've had this talk so many times. I'm kind of tired of it at this point, talking about these. Gaming is getting to gaming is they're making it way too easy, these participation trophy gaming, and they're putting it behind the guise of, it's for accessibility.
Disability.
Yeah, inclusion.
Yeah, I think that's bullshit. I think it's all BS. Like, I'm all for inclusion. I'm all for inclusion. I just think I don't think that's the reason they're doing it, right? Because you can have accessibility options and not have some invincibility mode where the person where the character can't die. And like, and my thing is, I always see it's never disabled people who are making this case for accessibility. They're never disabled. So I'm like, how do you know how disabled people feel? You talked to one lately? How do you know they want this? This is, BG?
This is white women hiding behind BLM.
Yeah.
This is literally like, it's able-bodied people trying to see. I find it very offensive that able-bodied people are trying to hide behind and use disabled people as a crutch.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, it's like, I'm sorry, Angry Joe and Hip Hop Gamer playing with assist mode. Like, assist mode is made for people that need assistance. These are like it's like the welfare system. It's called assistance, not dependence. When you're dependent on these things, you're not a gamer.
Fair
thoughts?
I just don't really understand the whole gaming police about how other people play their games. I mean, if you're like reviewing games and in the spotlight, I guess there is some type of standard to be held there. But if you're just playing in your own time or on Twitch or something, I really don't see why everybody.
But that's what we talking about though, Blandrew. You can play this game in invincibility mode, but I don't want to see you on. If you're not specifically talking about said mode, I don't want to hear your opinions on the game. I don't even know what the fuck you care about the story. Also, man, listen, if you need to be invincible to beat it or play a game, go watch that shit on YouTube, man. I'm sure there's people on Twitch, they got 2 motherfuckers in their chat. Go get them a viewer, man. Go chop it up with them.
You can't get achievements for that.
You shouldn't get achievements. You shouldn't get achievements on disabled mode.
How you know that, Smooth? How you know that?
No, I'm saying you can't get achievements for watching on YouTube.
But I'm saying you should not get achievements for playing on disabled mode.
You can get achievements for being invincible. You're not doing anything. What the fuck? Yo, you're not doing nothing, bro.
I think people have forgotten what the word achieve means. Like,
also,
you can get a platinum with it on.
To the point Blandrew made, why it does matter how people perceive this is simple. Because every time you have a hard game come out or a Souls game come out, they want the game modified, changed, and tailored to them. If these people get their way, games like Souls games will not exist.
And you know what? That's what I've been saying. Like, I see a lot of people who be like, well, if the devs, they want to put invisibility more, to be more accessible, or to, this whole games is for everyone, you shouldn't dictate what the devs do with their games, right? But those are the same people that try to dictate from software to add an easy mode to the game. There's a lot of hypocrisy when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Facts.
I think it's like real entitlement. It's like, and I hate when people say, "Oh, gamers are entitled." No, it's real entitlement, because like, I don't go to a game that's like not for me and start barking orders. Like, I don't do that. Like, I don't go to like these really in-depth RPG RTSs, I would say. Because I'm not like, only RTS I really play is like Age of Empires and like XCOM, but like the other ones, I don't go to their devs and their community talking about, hey, this game's a little bit too hard for me. It's a little bit too difficult. I need you to change this. No, I stay in my lane. I mind my business.
Or I
Kid Smooth say that?
Right?
Hey, I don't choose to play those shitty ass games that I'm forced to play when I say shit like that.
We gotta bring up something else.
You did it for Octopath Traveler.
We gotta bring up something else though. I brought this up on another show I did. We can indirectly or directly blame Xbox's social media and Game Pass. So why is Xbox tweeting out shit like you don't have to be good, normalize beating games on the easiest mode, normalize playing 25 games at once, normalize not beating the game, normalize lying and say you played the game? What the who the fuck is that? Smooth, what's going on with you, dude?
All right, I'll answer for that. All right, so now I don't have an issue with them saying you can play games on easy, because there is a lot of people in this community that's getting into like gaming. Obviously, gaming is growing, and some of the things there are gatekeepers of difficulty levels, like, or people that the good community and stuff that does exist, and they want to try to make people still welcome by you don't have to stress yourself out and play games on the hardest difficulty. It's not like
nobody's saying that. You just say play on normal.
But the thing is though, this community there's a lot of people in this community that promotes this idea that if you don't beat the game on like hard, that's not beating it. You know what I mean? So
nobody promotes that.
Okay, I'm pretty sure if
the point people are making is the game is designed with all of its functions and features intended on normal. If you're playing if you're playing the game on less than normal, like you're not even forced to use the majority of the mechanics in the game because you can just nothing can happen to you. You don't really need to learn how to play the game. And then you have people on Twitter telling BG, well, I don't feel like playing a game where I have to learn how to play, or I have to die, or I have to figure things out. I'm like, what? It's a game.
Smooth did that. Smooth played Returnal and said, I don't feel the need. I have to read a tutorial. You don't have to read the tutorial. What the yo?
Wow.
That's this mentality, bro.
Nah, but Smooth, like when people come at other people about that, it's usually against people who talk a lot of shit that they're hardcore gamers and they're about that gaming life and shit like that. Then we find out you playing the shit on easy or you have cheats on. Then we're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? You saying you just hardcore gamer, but nobody's going after like super casuals who just play the games on easy just to get through the game.
And the reason because of that is because a lot of super casuals aren't online talking like that in the first place. But
exactly.
A lot of these people online, like they were saying earlier, like the problem isn't that they're just bothered by how people choose to play their games. The problem is that these same people also voicing their opinions that they could potentially affect future games in those franchises or series because they're complaining about shit being too hard.
Exactly.
And worse is these people reviewing the games on like that's not even an accurate representation of what the game has.
So then you can't get an accurate judgment of the game because they're just playing in journalist mode, and you might get it and then have a completely different experience. So.
Experience for somebody who's playing it on normal or harder difficulty.
Check this out, right? I remember a few years back, we was in Discord, Skype, or some shit. Somebody tipped us off. They said, "Hey, yo, go look at Hip Hop Gamer trophies," right? So we were just going to look, bro. This man, every single game that he beat. It was a lot of empty trophies. Every single game that he beat, it was either on easy or he didn't beat it at all, right? So this dude is a respected game journalist. He be reviewing games, talking about it. He's never beat a game on normal mode. So
bro, he used trainers for Cuphead and what was that? And Psychonauts.
Bro,
yeah, he said he refuses to play Returnal until it has an invisibility mode or something.
Invincibility mode,
yeah. Bro. I got a Yakuza screenshot of him playing. He hacked the game to where he got like unlimited money and all type. Bro, the dude is, hey man, what we really doing here, bro? That's what
he has 20,000 games, I remember.
Hey man, shout out to him, but he got to fall back on some of this shit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything against like the movement. I mean, I don't. Like, it doesn't matter to me either way, but Xbox always is going to have a voice on it because they headlined it, the whole accessibility thing with their controller and whatnot. They're the friendly guys and whatnot. And they have, a platform to try to get people into gaming with no barriers. They're making other games, accessible without even like a proper controller and whatnot. So, I expect them to beat to that drum.
Hey, BG, you see that picture?
And you know what the result of that is, Smooth? 3% of people beating Gears of War flopbusters.
Hey man, they normalize not playing the game, bro.
But I don't think Psychonauts is really gonna like blow up like that, even if it has this invisibility.
No.
I don't see like more sales or more people going out to buy it because of it.
Yeah, and
that shit gonna flop anyway. That's no flop anyway.
And the thing with Xbox is just virtue signaling, right? They've like become what's seen as the good guy in the gaming industry, right? They're trying to hold on to that reputation. Oh, we're nice people. We're good. We're good people. Like it's the whole wrestling thing. The villain and the good character heel, whatever y'all call it.
Good cop, bad cop situation.
Yeah, Microsoft is the good guy right now, right? Because they have the goodwill, I guess, and seen as doing the right thing and the pro consumer, they're trying to lean in. They're trying to lean into that thing.
Yeah, they've got that. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying they've been tweeting out dick sucking tweets all week.
Idiotic tweets. Idiotic.
So the people that tagged us saying that PlayStation is better. It's whatever you have the most fun on, guys. Okay.
Yeah, that was dumb. They took the troll bait.
BG.
They're trying to
BJ,
go.
I need you to read this tweet that Nintendo put out. I just sent to the DM.
But they've essentially just adopted Phil Spencer's like energy and put it towards the whole brand itself. So
tell me it's the twerky.
They're trying to take the high road with everything. I'm like, man, if y'all don't shut up and be grisly and fight back.
They do, just in like deceivious ways. Like they tell you they don't care about like exclusives and stuff, and then go acquire all these studios
and make the games exclusive.
Yeah.
Bring back Don Matrick. I like Phil Spencer though. I do, but I don't like his I don't like how nice he is. I think he's
because it makes PlayStation look bad.
You don't like how nice he is, BG? What are you saying, bro? That's crazy.
I don't like how nice he is. Like he's honestly like too much. He's too much of a nice guy, bro. I feel like, bro, I've always had that energy. Like, I don't like people who are like too nice. Like, it's
I feel
weird,
like Phil Spencer willing to do anything for a sale. I feel like if I met Phil Spencer, I'm like, hey, Phil, I copy your Game Pass. You go back behind her, suck my, it's like, I feel like he'll be like, you know what? I think about it. Like, I think Phil Spencer will suck a dick for your Game Pass to be sold. I'm just saying, man. That's my man stuff. Shout out to Uncle Phil, bro. Love him to death.
You see that tweet, BG, they said?
You sent it to me on Twitter. Hold on.
Yeah. Or here, I'll read it. So, Press Start Podcast, shout out to Press Start Podcast. Alex says, pirating Nintendo games is ethically correct. If they don't care that you buy their games from scalpers, pawn shops, garage sales, they shouldn't care if you download their ROM. So, Nintendo says a guide how to play their old games they don't sell anymore. We have collected a list of sources that can help you locate, refurbish an old Nintendo. Go to store.nintendo.com to see if we have it. Go to online retailers that specialize in stocking older products. Believe it or not, pawn shops are an excellent place to find our older products. Be on the lookout for garage sales, flea markets, or the classified ads. You can often find great deals on games that can be defined. Remember, cleaning before use is highly recommended. Online auction sites are often a good way to find continued products. You may also want to try searching for internet companies that have what you're looking for. Google things like SNE. Like, this is craziness.
That's insane that they want you to go through that.
They expect you to go through garage sales and pawn shops
and
flea markets. Blandrew, what you got to say about this, Blandrew and Shokio?
I've stated on numerous occasions I don't care about pirating consoles that are discontinued and stuff. Oh no, it's Alex in particular steals games day zero, so I don't know why he's trying to act like,
But you are cool with that whole audience in Press Start, so I don't know why you got issues.
I said I support their like doing their whole rechange on their channel and stuff.
I thought you didn't support thieves, but I guess everybody has their morals and boundaries.
Okay. Moving on.
What do you guys think about that? That's absolutely asinine to me.
It's
a way to make money.
I think if a company is not allowing an official way to buy their product, at that point, you are morally obligated to obtain it any way you can.
I can agree with that.
And it's especially frustrating considering there's no reason for them not to provide it because it's a win-win situation. Nintendo could virtual console every system up to the Wii and make bank and have the fans be happy at the same time. So everyone wins. There's no downside to it. And yet they just won't do it. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's like they intentionally just want to be frustrating.
You know why they do this, right?
Because they're dumb.
Because when Advance Wars comes out, they can sell you 2 Game Boy Advance games for $60.
Like that, no, they're not about to sit here and try to remake 10,000 games.
Right.
I know what you mean, but no, they're not.
Advance. I bet you that Advance Wars game sells upwards of 500.
So is buying a game digital on a Nintendo platform is probably the worst investment you can probably make.
Yeah, it's locked onto your hardware.
It doesn't carry over, yeah.
Right, because a lot of people like the Wii U, the people who bought the Wii U and they had the virtual consoles, all of their downloads didn't carry over. The digital purchases or anything like that, none of that carried over to the Switch.
Because there's no virtual console anymore.
Yeah, so they definitely need to fix that. They definitely need to, get on that. Hopefully the next Switch, whether they come out with the Switch 2 or whatever, carries all our digital purchase from the, OG or the traditional Switch or whatever, but it's Nintendo, you never know.
I said intellectual property theft is not cool.
Nintendo is so archaic and like this shit. It's like And see, this is a good segue into the Steam Deck. And this is exactly why people are excited about the Steam Deck, because all the stuff you can't do on the Switch that we want to do on the Switch, people are going to do on the Steam Deck.
Yeah. Okay, we can get into that now. Let me just mention some other things we don't gotta talk about. There's a Gran Turismo 7 beta coming soon. Warframe.
For real?
Yeah, I mean it was like pretty much like it had leaked. Like if you went to Sony's website and you like watched this 10-second video, they gave you a Gran Turismo 7 like beta code. I mean I did it and the beta code came up. So but apparently it wasn't supposed to like happen yet. So but yeah, beta's clearly coming soon. Company of Heroes 3 for anybody who's interested in that's coming out 2022. They announced that. Sony is skipping Gamescom. You know, they've been skipping everything. There's the rumored show in August though.
Yeah. Oh boy.
We'll see. We will see.
If they have a show in August, then yeah, I could see why like they will skip Gamescom, because there will be no reason for, because isn't Gamescom in August? Doesn't it start in August or some shit like that? Yeah.
Was that rumored by Wonton?
No, I mean, I mean, yes, one by Wonton, but like, yes, all the other quote unquote PlayStation insiders have been saying the same thing. But I do think this one is actually probable. This one seems likely. Warframe is getting crossplay and cross save. They had a con that they call TennoCon, where they talked about all these features that are coming to Warframe for anybody who's interested. And lastly, before we get into the Steam Deck, Elgato had an event. Elgato makes all type of gaming products. They announced a whole bunch of new products. They announced an Elgato Face Cam, which is their high-end webcam. They announced a new version of the Stream Deck, the Elgato Wave XLR, which is a mic interface, and the Elgato Wave mic arm, low profile, and the standard one, and a wall mount. For anybody who's interested in their products, go check that out. Okay, now let's get to the Steam Deck and the Nintendo Switch OLED, because those comparisons are just going to be there.
Let's talk about the OLED first.
Okay,
we talked about the OLED last week.
Yeah, we did. That's
y'all pre-order? The pre-order was
I got mine through.
It's sold out now.
Yeah,
I got.
I don't care for it.
So I pre-ordered it just to scalp it, just in case. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I was gonna, because I was gonna trade in or sell the Switch that I have now, because I wasn't gonna pay no $350 for that, right? So the most I would have paid was like $100 or $150 for OLED. But I found out that the current Switch that I had now is the hackable one, the one that's unpatched. So I'm gonna keep it because it's worth a lot more money. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I got mine from Walmart, so I saved $50 on it, so it's just standard price for me, so I'm happy with it.
How many Switches you got now, Andrew?
3 currently.
Okay.
But throughout the lifetime,
how many have you bought total?
Overall, probably about 10.
Jeez.
What?
God damn, you balling.
I still have my first
This
one.
is crazy.
You can't call him broke no more, okay?
This shit is crazy.
But-
This is
and-
why
and-
he broke.
Yeah,
But this is why I pre-ordered one, because Nintendo fans are the most loyal. So I'm sure I can make a little profit if this thing actually is in low supply, especially around holiday season. I know there's gonna be some desperate parent or something, or a Nintendo fan trying to get
Sell that for $1K.
It's already being scalped right now.
I'm gonna wait till holiday, but yeah, okay. So Steam Deck. So there's a lot of information about this. Let me just read out all the information about this thing. So bear with me. So Steam Deck, Valve announced that it comes out December 2021 this year. There's 3 SKUs, $399. That's the 64 gig model, comes with a carrying case. I'm not sure if that one has NVMe SSD. The other 2 models do, though. I'm not sure about this $399 one. The next SKU is $529 for 256 gigs NVMe SSD, carrying case, and exclusive Steam profile bundle. And the last one, $649, anti-glare glass, carrying case, 512 gig model, Steam profile bundle, exclusive keyboard theme. You will have the option to increase space with an SD card. Pre-orders went up this week on the 16th. They are now sold out. The worst thing about this thing is the display. It's a 7-inch LCD, 800p, 60 hertz screen. That's touch screen. So that's probably honestly the worst thing about this. That kind of sucks. And because it's 800p, that gives you a 16:10 aspect ratio. It's gonna have gyro functionality. That's like the motion control. Trackpads are gonna give you the feeling of like having a mouse. You know, the analog triggers, typical D-pad and face buttons. There's gonna be 4 user-assigned grip buttons on the back. The thumbsticks have capacitive touch sensors, and they've been designed to avoid stick drift. It's gonna have a 40 watt hour battery, which means that like you can play. So pretty much you can do lighter things on it, like web browse and play and stream games, and it'll last like maybe 7 to 8 hours. So in more intensive games, you're gonna get like maybe 4 to 5 hours on more intensive games. It's gonna have a fast suspend and resume feature, expandable I/O. So like you can connect there's a single USB port for multiple uses that you can connect peripherals such as a fighting stick and the dock, which is going to be sold separately. It has Bluetooth. You can connect a Bluetooth mouse and keyboard and Bluetooth headphones. It's going to come with
Switch have Bluetooth?
No.
Oh my god.
It's going to come with Steam OS 3.0, but of course it's pretty much just a PC, so you can install whatever operating system you want. Specs, more specific specs. CPU is Zen 2, GPU is 8 RDNA 2 compute units. Gonna have a custom APU, 16 gigs of RAM. I mentioned the storage already, 14 nits of brightness, Bluetooth 5.0, a dual mic array, 3.5 millimeter stereo, and headset jack. The dock is gonna have an Ethernet port, display port 1.4, HDMI 2.0, one USB 3.1 port, and 2 USB 2.0 ports. Is going to support ray tracing, variable rate shading. And they say the power is somewhere between a PS4 and an Xbox One S. So that's
BG, I'm very impressed with your reading today.
I wrote like all one stutter
I wrote all this down. See, when I actually write it, you know, I extracted all the information from the different sites and I wrote it down. So you know, don't hate Jack.
You extrapolated the data. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Exactly, and I wrote it in a proper format rather than I did my job. I did my job for today. So yeah, that's all the rundown of the specs and the features for this thing. Also, shout out to Steam because they had anti-scalping measures when pre-ordering. You had to have a Steam profile for like longer than a certain amount of time, and you had to reserve it for
4 months. I think it was.
Yeah, so shout out to them for that.
I thought some people were getting locked out of that too, like that were on Steam for a long time. Like I think Kofi had trouble getting one.
He's Canadian.
A lot of people did.
Canadian.
Oh, really?
If you kept
a lot of people
did.
Yeah, a lot of people, because there was so many people trying to pre-order it. There was some issues at first, but eventually, it seems like a lot more people got to pre-order, except their orders got pushed to 2022, and some people got the early orders that are coming the end of 2021 in December.
I got a question about this thing.
Go ahead.
Just for comparison's sake, because we like comparing things, I saw when the Switch OLED specs came out, I don't even fuck with Nintendo like that no more, but people shit on it, 720p, oh my god, this, that, and the third, oh my god, the mobile game, oh my track. So, and people like BG, you're a known hater of mobile gaming,
I am.
And you
I
don't
do
fuck
hate
with none of this type. So why when I wake up one morning, man, I see your little crusty ass in the DM talking about possibly pre-ordering this? What's going on, bro?
See, here's the thing. Okay, so there's 2 reasons, Jack. I'm glad you asked her. One, the scalping possibilities are always there.
I can understand that. I can understand that.
That's always there. And 2, I'll tell you straight up, I hate looking at a small screen to game, right? But as I always say, everybody has a price and everybody has something that hold on, let me finish. Everybody has something that you can offer them to do something that they usually wanted, right? So I hate mobile gaming or handheld gaming, but I can't act like it's not enticing for you to essentially give me a machine that can play all platforms. It can play PlayStation games, Nintendo games, Xbox games, PC game. Like, it has the possibility to do all of that. So I would be lying to you. See the Nintendo Switch. Wait, hold on. Last thing. Then, like I said, I hate that the thing is like, you know, has 720p. It's only 60 hertz. I wish it was at least 120, right? I hate all of that. And the small screen. I hate all of that.
It's the
800p. I hate all of that, right? And I hate the small screen. But I can see the difference, and it's enticing because, okay, I'm not the biggest Nintendo guy. And there's only a certain type and a certain amount of Nintendo games I play. But this thing can play games from every single platform.
Wait.
Hold on, before you respond, Blandry, would you like me to go over mine so you can respond to both at the same time?
Yeah, because you're in my group too. So go ahead.
All right, so I'm on the fence about this thing. I did pre-order because why not? It's only $5. If you want to cancel it, cancel it. You know what I'm saying? I am also glad I'm at the Q2 2022, especially with the handheld, because I do not want the first batch of any console. Let them work out. Let these people get their things early. And some of the issues I have with it is I was really Gabe. Originally, because I thought that you could change the NVMe drive. I was like, yo, put in your own NVMe drive, but apparently you got like deassemble the whole thing. It might void the warranty, so is what it is. What I plan to do with it is simple. I'm going to install my own Windows on it, and as BG said, I'll be able to play. See, here's the big difference between this and Switch right here. You really don't need to ever buy anything for your Steam Deck. It essentially just plays everything you already own or whatever you buy into the future. So, like, just by buying it alone, I can play any of my Legend of Heroes games. I can play any of the Ys games. I can play Streets of Rage 4 on any of these indie games. But I will put on because I have I've got a hacked PSP. That's pretty good for my emulation needs. I've got I don't know if you guys saw a little square thing the size of a Game Boy SP. I got that. But worst case comes to worst, Digital Foundry, Tom's Hardware Canucks, Gamers Nexus, everything comes out, and it's not exactly what I want, or I don't like it, then worst case scenarios, I'm going to sell it and make money. So for $5 to do a wait and see approach, it's cool. Now, as far as Jack's thing about 720p, the Steam Deck gets 80 more P, Jack. And here's also the thing.
Oh, okay.
It's also
that's not that big of a difference,
but here's also the thing. You're talking about 720p high settings at 60 frames per second, or you're talking about what is essentially on most Switch games sub 720p at welfare frame rates and welfare settings. That's not comparable.
The only thing I know about this, man, is I know a lot of PC gamers. They said, "What the PS5 run at? Medium high set 60 frames. Ew, I'm playing at 144. Don't you ever fix your lips to talk to me about those kind of last week. Don't ever talk to me about those handheld ghettos.
Here's the difference, though, Jack. Here's the difference. You're comparing a home console experience to a portable experience. For the home console experience,
for $600, it better be close
for the home. Let me finish. For the home console, for the home experience, they're right, and for the handheld experience, they're also right. Nintendo handheld, the Switch, has just been evicted and thrown into a homeless shelter. The Switch is now welfare gaming for portable gaming.
May I jump into this little Steam Deck conversation we're having?
Anything else you want me to? Anything else you want me to specifically answer before you go?
Nope.
You good, Blanche? You're good, Jack?
I'm good.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, since about October of 2016, when Nintendo revealed the hybrid powerhouse known as the Nintendo Switch,
it's not a powerhouse.
I was told, who wants to play on a portable console? Why can't Nintendo just make a traditional console like the GameCube. When I'm out and about, the last thing I ever want to do is play on a handheld console. Sony.
Wait, hold on. Before you continue,
I did not disrupt you, Bond.
But I'm saying, who said this? Nintendo handhelds always sell.
No, I'm definitely talking about you and BG and a lot of others.
I heard that.
A lot of people they didn't want no console style games for
Landrew, I have
a lot of others.
I have a Game Boy, a Game Boy Pocket, a Game Boy Color, a Game Boy Advance, a Game Boy 3DS.
Let me continue.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And I was hearing all these complaints about the Nintendo Switch when this was coming out. Even just like last week, my phone can do 4K, 720p. What? Ooh, 800K? Excuse me, 800p. Oh, that looks beautiful. Look at that giant bezel on the screen. It just that bezel makes the gray look so tasty. All these
LCD
complaints.
Screen?
Yeah, and it doesn't even
saying this.
It doesn't even have an LED screen. It has an LCD screen.
Let me.
You guys had 1,000,001. It can't fit in my pocket.
Hold on.
Let me finish.
Who is you? But you're making all these accusations.
Let me finish.
Bro, you gotta let him finish.
You getting this shit off.
Let me finish. It can't fit in my pocket, so it's not portable. This thing is trash. Nintendo needs to focus on the dock. I don't use the handheld portion of my Switch. I play my games dock. When I used to make these like little arguments for games like Persona 5 Royale, Phoenix Wright, visual novels, Story of Seasons, farming games, and I said I prefer to play these games on handheld. I prefer playing JRPGs like turn-based games on handheld.
Well, now you can.
Bond told me I was crazy. Bond told me the best way to play an RPG was on the PC with a beer in your hand, kicked back with an Xbox controller in hand. Here comes Bond. Here comes Bond. Oh man, this thing is gonna be great, man. I can play Ys, I can play this, I can play all types of RPGs on my handheld. For years, I would talk about these handheld, and I knew Bond was lying. Because I know he likes the DS, I know he likes the Game Boy, but he was trying. Let me finish.
Go ahead, because you're lying. You're about to get exposed.
He was trying so hard to appeal to the PlayStation fans in the comment section who wanted all PlayStation developers on one platform, all away from the Vita. We don't need these first-party studios scattered anymore. So he was saying, "I don't want to play in these handheld ghettos with you peasants."
That was BG. That was BG.
You.
No, BG was the one who said he didn't want the studios split. He wanted everybody on the
I said that, but Bond definitely talked about handheld ghettos a lot. That was definitely you too.
Yes, you did.
Because Nintendo, look, would you like me to read off the illustrious list?
We don't need you to. We have
of RPGs I have on my handhelds on my Nintendo.
What's up, Jack?
You notice you got these niggas BG and Bond scrambling. They point fingers at each other all type of shit.
Scrambling. Scrambling. Hold on, wait. I don't gotta scramble.
BG is definitely the one that said
I don't gotta scramble.
Want the home console people.
No, BG.
I'm consistent. I still don't like handheld gaming. I still don't like handheld gaming.
No, BG had a slight, he was in that orb of confusion for like the first half of it, but then by the end of the day, he came right back to it. I can't play games on a handheld screen. I just can't do it. I was like, okay, we got BG back. You, on the other hand, sir,
oh shit,
you are a blatant liar, and I demand an apology.
How am I a blatant liar? I've always played handhelds, Blandrew.
Does anybody else remember these conversations me and Bond had over the years?
You know who's a liar, Blandrew? You are, because you're not getting a Steam Deck, and all these games you said you would love to play on handheld will be on it.
Nope. I'm consistent. I said I even said on Planet Xbox when they were talking about Kids Move, and Chris Righteous can confirm this. I find absolutely zero value in a digital only platform. That's why when they were trying to compare the Series S to the Nintendo Switch OLED, I said that Series S means absolutely nothing to me.
Cool story, but guess what? That if you want to play portable games, you want to play this portable.
So why do you want to play portable games?
Switch.
Why do you want to play portable games?
Mr.
I don't play games outside the house.
I have a Game Boy, a Game Boy Pocket, a Game Boy Color.
That's not what you were arguing.
A Game Boy Advance,
that
a
is
DS,
that is not what you were arguing with me since
Switch.
2017.
I have a complete and illustrious library of
illustrious.
You and I know that is.
How do you want to tell me, Blandrew?
Bond, listen. I know you love I know you love handheld gaming. I know you love handheld gaming. I'm not debating that.
Yes,
but why?
No,
I'm not. I'm arguing. I'm asking you why for all these years have you been acting like you don't?
No, I said I don't like playing welfare games on handheld.
No. You said you do not care about handheld gaming. You've said this multiple times. And
nah, you're bullshitting.
I remember an episode specifically
find the episode.
When Blaze 4K was on this episode, when Blaze 4K was on that episode, and you said something about buying a PlayStation Vita, and I was like, why did you buy a PlayStation Vita? And you said I can play old games on it. I was like,
yeah, I can emulate everything.
You can emulate games on your PC. 300.
Somebody says episode 63 and 75. I don't know.
Oh shit, they had already found it. Oh shit, they own it.
Well, honestly, Blandry, you're just damage controlling because
no.
Seemed that there was no Nintendo Switch Pro. Valve actually brought the Nintendo Switch Pro. You just got to accept that. I mean, it's not like it's competition. Yes, it's not like it's gonna do anything to Nintendo. But y'all got to understand that, just like I've been saying before, other companies can do what Nintendo does and sometimes do it better. But you are in complete denial of that reality.
You were talking about games. I'm talking
about everything. Games and hardware.
Let me find this tweet.
Whatever Nintendo does, other companies. Now, again, I've been asking you to provide me examples of Sony, other companies stepping up to Sony and shitting on, but that doesn't happen.
I'm asking you what are these games, and you're like, that's up for you to figure out, clown. Okay, so you're gonna.
Okay, if I say no games don't exist, how are you gonna tell me to?
I want to know what games in question you're talking about.
You're making the point that games exist, so you make that point, Blandrew.
You told me nobody makes games like
exactly. So if you're going to disagree,
games are you talking about?
If you're going to disagree with that, you have to bring up games that do it. You can't.
Okay, if I ask you just to elaborate on your question, I don't see how that's.
If Jack says nobody can do what Tom Brady does, I said yes they can. I gotta name people. I gotta name niggas that can do what Tom Brady does, but there ain't nobody that can do what Tom Brady does.
No,
I can't just say, like, Jack, you name it for me.
That's like you saying, if blank falls out of the sky, would a pencil that you dropped out of your hand hit the floor first? And I'm like, okay, if what falls out?
That is a completely irrelevant point. We're actually talking about tangible results.
If what falls out the sky, figure it out, clown. Okay, how am I supposed to?
Andrew, no,
how am I supposed to finish that then?
We're talking about tangible and comparable results. You're talking about hypothetical.
I don't know why you're acting like I gave the Steam Deck its props. I said this is a great handheld.
I didn't say you didn't. When did I say you didn't give it its props? Exactly.
What's even the conversation right now? You sidestep. You got me. You sidestepped me out of remembering what the main point even was.
You can't even stay on topic.
You were saying he's been pretending like he doesn't like handheld.
Thank you, Shokio. Yes, you have been doing that for multiple years, and everybody in
cool. Did I get Fire Emblem 3 Houses day one? Let me go to my YouTube. Beat Fire Emblem.
What does that have to do with anything?
You got Xenoblade too, right?
Oh, I got Xenoblade too. Also, I got Xenoblade Definitive Edition.
What they saying, Bun, is they know you in these gaming streets with some of these games, but on the podcast you be faking the funk like you really, you know what I mean? Like you don't fuck with it.
I'm not enamored by handheld gaming, especially when it's done the way Switch does it. Look, even everybody wanted that Switch OLED to be an upgrade. Shokio later changed his mind for his own personal reasons.
No, people wanted it to be an upgrade for the TV purposes, not for the handheld
people wanted
purposes.
A complete upgrade, period.
No, there was
some of these games run like straight ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I straight up said Fire Emblem 3 Houses was a Game of the Year contender July 31st, 2019.
I don't understand what that has to do with anything.
I'm saying he doesn't fuck with handhelds.
I am saying you love handhelds, but every time we've gotten into it on the podcast, you always said you don't.
I don't play. See, here's the problem with you. I barely play Sony games, but y'all be saying I love Sony now.
You do like
because I dabble in something doesn't mean I love it.
No, there's multiple reasons for why people say you love PlayStation now.
Because their ass hurt over the quality that PlayStation brings.
No, that's
exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
You're gonna let me tell you why people say you're pro Sony now? When Sony was censoring games, you got out in front of it and defended them. When Sony didn't go to E3 the first time they didn't go to E3, you blamed Microsoft for it. When Sony started doing that whole anti-crossplay, you said, "Who wants to play with these Nintendo and Xbox jabronis?" When Sony started you started going off with all these quotes about how nobody can make games like PlayStation. And you started doing a whole lot for PlayStation over these past years.
All those points, y'all have not proven otherwise. Y'all can't stand what Sony does. Sony is look. I don't even play on consoles much, but y'all have to accept it. Objectively speaking, Sony has been whooping your asses, PS4, and y'all can't handle that. And that goes for the Xbox community, and that goes for the PC born and broadband gamer community. Oh, all of a sudden they're so happy that they're getting crap games like Days Gone, Horizon. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all was hating on everything Sony, but y'all was sure happy as hell on that PC side when those games are coming over. Y'all was sure happy as hell. Oh, the whole slate was coming. You know what I want to be happy for on PC, Jack?
What do you want to be happy for, buddy?
If the whole slate of Game Pass was coming to PC. You know why? Because I don't give a fuck about the whole slate of shit. I give a fuck about the whole slate of quality. Y'all are really hurt, Sony. Y'all complained about The Last up until 2 months ago. Y'all still complaining.
That's not console specific. Even the most diehard Last of Us fanboys didn't like what they were doing with The Last of Us.
I completely disagree. I would think irregulars.
You're blind. You're blind if you don't agree with that.
It's only the irregular people that hate that game. You cannot objectively play that game and say that is a bad game. Can you say the
I didn't
story
argue
is
that.
trash and annoying?
I said a lot of the people that loved Part 1 did not like what they did with Part 2.
And you know what? I feel the exact opposite. I thought Part 1 was the trash of us.
Yeah, but you're trying to
nobody has ever heard me call Part 2 the trash of us.
But you're trying to
I don't let bias and feelings for digital characters get in the way of actually.
I'm just saying you're trying to put that on PC, Xbox, and Nintendo fans when that was a lot of people that actually preferred the Part 1 and loved that franchise.
Y'all literally can't handle it. Sony puts out a game, y'all be damage controlling like crazy. Oh, but I didn't like Returnal. 2 years. I didn't hear anybody. I didn't hear Smooth put it down too. But you're so pro Sony. Yo, I shit on that game, Blandrew. But you want to say I'm pro Sony?
That's crazy.
I do have to say that the Steam Deck has. I gotta say it has people on every angle on every platform with every preference. Contradicting themselves. And and showing how how much hypocrites they are, because what's something like what the thing is that a lot of PC dudes say, and they think it makes them like these extremely intellectual elitists. Don't pre-order anything. What these niggas went out and did.
Yep.
Pre-ordered something. You know what they say. Oh well, I'll let you beta testers try out those consoles. I'll get it 3 years later. These niggas pre-ordered this thing instantly, and they was broadcasting it on Twitter. These PC dudes was looking crazy. So I'm just saying, everybody looking like a hypocrite.
But to be fair, there were Nintendo guys saying, "Who's this Puerto Rican boy that always wears that?" He was saying, "All you PC gamers need to put your money where your mouth is." Guess what happened? People put their money where their mouths is. But let's be real. People also pre-ordered this for a reason. People want to scalp. That is a reason people buy anything that's hard to get these days. You can turn $400 into over $1,000 effortlessly. When this 3080 Ti comes in, I will put my 3080 on eBay and make $2,000 off. Easy.
So so what do y'all think that this? Let me ask y'all this before before we get back into the Switch and think. What does? Because I've seen a lot of people, they see the Steam Deck and how people are hyped for it. By the way, I think this thing, the way it looks, and I usually don't care for looks. It looks like a Game Gear Neo Geo type thing. It visually, even though I don't care, it looks very functional and not like look like they didn't care about the aesthetic.
It looked like 30-year-old tech though. They thought it looked crazy.
It looks simply like
came
they
straight
cared
out the
about
90s.
Yeah, it looks simply like they cared about how it functioned and not how it looked, and how things look is usually very, very, very important, right? But besides that, I see a lot of people, a lot of the Vita sympathizers. Oh, y'all didn't show the Vita this much respect, and look, y'all let the Vita die, but y'all hype. You Vita niggas gotta let this go. That's number one.
They do.
Right? Y'all gotta let this. Y'all gotta let go of that pain. Let go of that hurt.
Hold on, but BG. But on the flip side, now there's all this stuff is coming out. People who trashed on the Vita and say they didn't like the Vita or the Vita was trash or whatever. Guess what? Now they're asking PlayStation to come out with another handheld, but they didn't purchase the Vita.
But that's what I was about to say, right? Because here's the thing: where that's what I keep saying the Vita failed, right? And people correct me. They say, "Oh no, well actually Sony and PlayStation they failed the Vita. The Vita then it failed." I'm like, nigga, all right, whatever. That's like when Drake said I wasn't. That's like when Drake said I wasn't hiding my son from the world. I was hiding the world from my son. Whatever, nigga. It's the same thing. Okay. The fact is it failed. Okay. I don't care who failed it. The fact is it failed. So now when Nintendo was their only handheld competition and it failed, now y'all want PlayStation to make another one when there's even more competition and it's competition that could play PlayStation games essentially. Y'all think it's gonna do any better?
No, I think they could.
No way.
No, they could. What Sony would have to do is get like 2 or 3 Japanese studios, just like they had Japan Studio, have them make games for that platform, and then have everything on the console be able to be played on the handheld, just like the Steam Deck.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, what resources will Sony have? Because not only are they working on the PS5, right? They're also supporting the PS4, but they'll also have another peripheral, the PSVR. So if they do another handheld, they're gonna have to spread themselves very thin to try to support their handheld or whatever. Unless they do something with like their next handheld has like you can play all PS3, PS2, PS1 games day one on it and shit like that.
You mean PS now? They still don't do it
pretty
on
much
there.
PS now.
They don't
yeah,
even do it on
exactly.
there. Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, because they're gonna have to find their developers to do handheld games, and then I don't know. I think they'll spread themselves too thin if they do another handheld. Even though I definitely want another handheld for sure from PlayStation.
And Sony was they were dibbling and dabbling into that too, because that's where a lot of their whole their cross-buy thing started with Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time, PlayStation All Stars. If you bought one version, you bought one version, you automatically had the Vita version.
Delivery, baby.
Yeah,
Delivery.
so they were starting that, but then they just kind of gave up on it and just let Japan have the Vita. So they could do the Vita right, but again, the Vita was a direct response to the PSP, where people were stealing games. Even the the Days Gone creator was like, "Yo, we tried to make games, but we had like 500,000 people stealing our games." So the Vita was a direct response to that, which kind of killed it, sadly. But
hold on,
it's a vicious cycle.
That's why that's a good point of the Vita too, because people.
That's a good point. And it's funny because Jack complains about PC gaming terrorists, but last I checked, PC gaming terrorists never killed the platform.
You never what?
They never killed the platform. Unfortunately, Sony gaming terrorists did.
Whoever hacked the Vita definitely killed that fucking platform. That's when they stopped support of it, man. It kept getting hacked.
Started getting proprietary and raising the prices of everything.
Exactly, and they start hacking that too.
Yeah, same thing with the PSP. Why do you think the PSP software sales were so low? Because everybody was hacking it.
So Jack, I need a response to you. What's going on with these Sony gaming terrorists?
I feel like they one in the same. I feel like the people that was hacking
they one in the same.
You don't think they PC gamers too? Shit, I think.
There's a lot of crossover with Switch stealers and PC. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. Facts.
I do think it's the same niggas.
It's the same crusty niggas that want this fucking Steam. Same crusty niggas.
Y'all don't want to handle no responsibility and accountability, huh?
Hey man, I don't respect.
I'm just saying they be the main ones bragging about stealing games on the Switch and
I'm talking
PC guys.
I'm talking about the Vita specifically. So
I feel like it's a lot of crossover, man.
Here's the thing: if you're going to tell me it's crossover, then you're telling me that PlayStation fans didn't support the Vita at all, and
they definitely didn't.
And really, the only people that supported it were PC terrorists.
I mean, I got 2 Vitas personally, so I
same here.
Yeah,
but I sold it.
Is there any hypocrisy on the side of the Game Pass enthusiasts who, because a lot of them are against $70 games? Is there any hypocrisy for them, also wanting to buy this at at this price point, $400 to $600, but against buying $70 games? Is there any hypocrisy?
Stop that bullshit.
I'm just asking a question.
Stop the bullshit.
I'm just asking a question.
Zero.
All right,
zero hypocrisy.
I'm just asking a question.
You can't complain. You can't compare one-time purchases versus ongoing purchases. You can't. Like, if I buy a Steam Deck, that's going to be a long-term use to play a bunch of cheap-ass games or games that I already own.
But Smooth, you don't make one-time purchases with hardware. You buy.
But that doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
that's besides
you
the
make
point.
a one-time purchase with hardware.
No, I'm talking about Smooth.
People don't, but Smooth.
Multiple hardwares.
Oh shit.
But that's besides the point. Because you could say the same thing about freaking graphic cards and stuff like that. But that's besides the point. The thing is, you can't compare like, oh, that's like saying, oh, why'd you buy a fucking why you can't buy this car and then complain about gas prices? Like, I should be able to. I need a car, but I can complain that gas prices are expensive or that they can be expensive. It's like, I don't get that argument that, oh, like, you bought this hardware to play your games, multiple games, but you're complaining that some games are too expensive.
Let me put it into better words for you.
Yeah.
The Steam Deck hardware is not overpriced any way you look at it. If you're comparing it to anything, it is not overpriced. $70 games are overpriced. Period. Compared to what else is offered, a $70 game is overpriced. Compared to what the Steam Deck offers, it is not overpriced. That is the difference. So you cannot compare the two.
Well, Gabe Newell did say it was like a pain to really get it down to like the price point that they wanted it at.
$400 one.
Yeah, the $400. So they taking a loss on this shit. They're definitely taking a loss.
For what it offers, I think the price is great.
I think it's gonna flop. I don't know. Last time, I feel like, all right, Valve. What did they try to make a console?
They did the Steam machines,
they don't do well
the Steam
with
controller. Yeah, they don't do well with peripheral. But it's just like Bond said. It's like this is gonna be for those people who like are into Steam or to have a big library on Steam. This is like an extension of that people. But as far as like the mass casuals or whatever, nah, people are still gonna go with the Switch, man.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if it does Wii U and PS Vita numbers. Honestly,
I think it'll be successful. But as far as like, okay, what does this mean for the Switch? Because people were posting, the jokes and the Andy Toy Story meme. I don't want to play with you anymore and all that. Listen, I think the Switch is gonna be fine because Nintendo has the most loyal fan base. Like, there's definitely those people who have Switches and also are PC gamers. We know there's a big overlap right there because, them PC dudes love to contradict themselves. They want to play at the highest frame rates, the best performance, but, they also love their Switch games. So I think there's just going to be those certain people that just go to emulation and go to piracy with this thing, right?
Yeah,
that's what I think is going to happen. But I don't think
that's oh my god. I hate how I hate how they act like they're the most high and mighty gamers. They support like all this. We're so pro developer, man. Let's get these sales up. But then the second it's time to steal something, they first in line.
And Nintendo fans are with those R4DS chips and all these ROM sites.
But okay, but Bledger, what do you say to those people who say they're doing it because Nintendo doesn't like give them?
No, they're guilty.
But okay, so you think there's no justification, like, because Nintendo isn't providing for their needs, so they're cheating. That's what's happening.
You could, at the very least, like what Bond does. If you want to at least support the game, buy the game, and then do whatever you want after that. But these dudes be ready to steal anything just for dumb reasons. Oh man, Nintendo's not letting people play Smash Bros. Man, I'm going to steal their whole library, man. Oh, I can't have the virtual console on the Switch, even though when the virtual console was here, I was complaining about all the prices. Time to steal. Time to put my ski mask on and get to stealing.
But that goes to prove my point, Blandrew. Nintendo people are big proponents of stealing.
How?
But why are you acting like it's only PC? Why are you acting like it's only the PC guys? Sony guys stole to kill a platform. Nintendo guys, look, if you can't, factually speaking, you can't say that Nintendo people don't pirate because Nintendo seems to be whether they're pirating saves or something.
You cut out. I didn't hear what you said.
Let me leave and come back.
The last part.
Hey, Shokio.
Shokio, what you was gonna say? Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I wish more Nintendo people would pirate.
Yikes!
No, absolutely not.
You wish what?
But see, you have this huge hang up about it. But if you like think about it, what difference does it make someone going to an aftermarket for a game and then downloading the ROM?
I'm not talking
about.
about like getting Wii and Wii U games. That's been over. But if you're talking, I'm talking about Switch games, the current.
Which no, like because the current stuff is available, so no. But like for the older shit, I'm talking about the older shit.
Yeah, I've been
the older shit is cool to emulate and shit like that,
but people feel like Nintendo doesn't show them that they care, about what they want as gamers and what they need as gamers. So
they complain about Nintendo being immoral, but then they turn around and do something immoral. Like
you know what? You know what? Even for the modern shit, I don't give a damn.
No,
honestly, no, because listen. And this just can't be denied, but Nintendo is always holding their own games back, and a large, if not the main reason why that happens, is simply because the fan base has never pulled together strong enough to actually show them that what they're doing is subpar or not good enough.
And what happens when you try to pull together? What do they do to you, Shokio?
They crucify me on the cross.
Wait, hold up. Wait, hold up. Pull together to do what? As far as what are you talking about?
Just like let them know we're not satisfied with a particular product or something about the system. You know what I mean? Like we'll sit here and the game will be like underbaked. Like for instance, like Skyward Sword HD, that shouldn't sell because there should be no reason why that game is $60. So by all means, if you ask me, like everyone should fucking pirate Skyward Sword HD because that's not okay. They're not using enough effort and including new enhancements to justify the $60 price point. So by all means, absolutely pirate that shit.
No, I think they added quite a bit for a remaster. It's just the pricing that's out of there.
Weren't you the one complaining about Demon Souls, Blandrew?
Demon Souls? I never said anything about pricing.
Well, no, were you not complaining about Demon Souls on PS5?
He said he didn't like the way they upgraded it because it made it look less. It gave it less personality or something.
No.
I said less atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
Yeah.
Which is not true at all, Blandrew.
Which is nonsense. It's nonsense.
It gave it more atmosphere.
But yet you have no problem with this bare bones chicken shit thing that Nintendo is just releasing.
I never said no. I said the pricing is wrong as far as the actual remasters. It's in line with all the other. You guys, when you guys look at remasters, you guys are thinking of stuff like Resident Evil and Shadow of the Colossus. When there's stuff like the Ratchet and Clank collection, the Jack and Daxter collection, Sly Cooper, Metal Gear, Tomb Raider, all types of stuff that we got during the PS3 generation. This is more in line with that. So the price just needs to be lower. I don't think it needs to be this whole rehaul, this whole redo of Skyward Sword.
So.
I mean, yeah, that's fine as long as the price just needs to match the effort.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Other games you mentioned, Blandrew, those are collections, so you're getting multiple games for like the price of $60 rather than one, which is what people have a problem with.
To begin with,
what did you say, Shokio?
I said, were those even 60 to begin with? Yeah, I could have swore like the Uncharted collection was like 40.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about as far as
that one was full price.
As far as the quality,
the Mother's one though.
As far as the quality that went into doing said remaster is what I'm saying. But like people keep trying to say, like even when the Mario collection came out, oh man, look at this Crash Insane trilogy, this Spyro, and then we got Mario, and I was like, okay, but Mario was just in line with all the other stuff that we got last generation.
So for me, Blandrew, the pricing isn't even my thing, right? Let's say, okay, there's a Nintendo game that I want to play, but I don't want to play it in PowerPoint mode, and I don't have no other option like besides emulate it.
I said buy the game to support said developer, and then go about your way and emulate it and do whatever you want. But pirating a game like Astral Chain, pirating a game like Sushi Striker The Way of Sushido, pirating a game like Xenoblade, to me, is not going to send Nintendo a message. It's just going to say, oh, look, they want more Mario and Zelda. Let's double down on that. Let's back away from new IPs. That doesn't, to me, send a message, except for a negative
one. You listed games that don't deserve to be because they're actually, like, well-done quality games.
No, people have told me they stole Astral Chain because it wasn't 60 frames or it wasn't on PlayStation or something like that.
I just know.
Here's another
told me this about Xenoblade 2. They've told me this about Astral Chain. They've told me this about all these other games.
Here's another problem, though, Blandrew. By buying it, they're rewarding Nintendo for something they don't like the practice of.
It's not so much a practice. It just lets Nintendo know, okay, let's continue this as a franchise.
Again, they don't like the practice of it, so they're going to do what they're going to do.
So the solution is just to kill the franchise, in your opinion?
The solution to get change always is to hurt the company in their pocket. That's the only power the consumer has.
Listen, all I know is I be seeing like Breath of the Wild at 4K 60 on some of these YouTube videos, and it's gorgeous. So
that shit looks amazing, bro.
But speaking of the Vita, can we talk about the biggest hypocrisy, especially of Nintendo fans from the Switch? What was the biggest criticism of the Vita, Jack, that Nintendo fans of the 3DS had?
They didn't want to play console games.
Console-like experience games on
see, I'm glad everybody knows. But
wait, console games like what?
They did say that.
You're saying console games like what?
Let me finish, Blandrew.
What Nintendo fans do? What Nintendo fans?
They did say that.
Blandrew, it's funny how you sound so much like me. Who said this and this? And those are the questions I was asking. But I'm glad you asked what I asked because I'm gonna let you know.
No, I'm saying like I don't know any Nintendo fan out there that really loves Uncharted.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Unlike you, I'm gonna let you know.
Okay, go ahead.
Because before, when I ask you who said this, you can't give names apparently. But the relevant files don't lie. They don't. They last forever.
Okay.
The 3DS was touted over the PS Vita because people said they don't want to play console games on the go. They want handheld experiences.
I do remember
experiences tailored for handheld gaming.
This was the biggest knock on it.
Games you can pick up and play and stop by closing them. When you close the lid, it automatically puts in the sleep mode. Games you just pick up and close the lid, pack up and go whenever you want. Who has time to play a handheld game on the go?
No, the Vita does exactly that.
That's my point. Nintendo fans said they didn't want that. But lo and behold, with the Switch, what was the big slogan that Nintendo Switch fans said about waiting for third-party games to come to the lowly Switch in their welfare state? What was the excuse they made, Jack?
So they can play it in
portable.
But it's portable. So we went from, in a short amount of time, I don't want to play console games on the go. I want a handheld tailored experience to, but I want to play it on the go, but it's portable.
They just said that.
Somebody explain.
Bond is right about this one because I'm not a handheld guy, but I do remember this was the biggest knock on the Vita, that it just felt like console games in handheld form, and that's what people didn't like.
My thing is, why does Bond always have to go back to 2013 Nintendo fanboys to try to make a point? You have I wasn't even around during that time.
We were already on the subject of hypocrisy.
Exactly.
Like PC dudes and stuff. So
exactly. So again, and I always point out hypocrisy on all ends of the spectrum. PC gamers, PlayStation gamers, Xbox gamers. Y'all Nintendo gamers aren't immune to it, Blandrew.
And again, that's, in my opinion, I'm just speaking for me, that's a stupid point to make anyway, because the PSP because the PSP sold and that was console.
We're not talking about the PSP though. We're talking about the Vita.
It's the same thing. The PSP was console games on the go.
Here's the problem, Blandrew. That sentiment wasn't said on the PSP. That sentiment was said on YouTube about the Vita. And everyone here can vouch for me. That was the overall sentiment by all Nintendo fans here in criticism of the Vita.
I don't even think you should exclude it to Nintendo fanboys, because even a lot of Uncharted fans wanted Uncharted to Golden Abyss to go to PlayStation because they weren't about to play that on a handhend.
I definitely.
That was a good game. That was a good game.
You can make that point, but I'm talking about Nintendo fans. And Sony fans didn't say one way and go the other. Nintendo fans did.
This could be in my mind, but I feel like, at least in my mind, I feel like the PSP games, right? It just felt like those games were also more handheld games, dedicated handheld games, than the Vita was. I felt like the Vita really was just console games on the Vita.
The Vita was constantly trying to replicate like those AAA PS3 experiences.
Yeah, the Sony first party games.
Small system. While the PSP, like their experiences were more tailored to the handheld form factor.
Yeah, because you had like Final Fantasy Tactics and Crisis Core and shit like that.
PSP, you had Grand Theft Auto, you had Burnout, you had Star Wars Battlefront, you had Final Fantasy, you had all types of console games.
It was definitely more supported than the Vita. Like they definitely supported it way more than they did.
No, the franchises were there, but they weren't just trying to replicate.
It was more
what
like
was on console
spin-offs,
with
though.
them.
Yeah, there were more spin-offs catered to the handheld version of that.
They weren't trying to take Uncharted 4 and like put it on a
Besides
handheld.
the God of War games was kind of like console.
So, and I'll be 100% honest, when I thought the Switch would fail, that was one of the main reasons I thought it would fail. I was like, wait a second. All these Nintendo guys said they didn't want to play console games on the go. So why would the Switch ever be a success? They are making exactly what y'all niggas said you didn't want for 3 years.
The overall point here is everyone caps, everyone lies, everyone's a hypocrite when it comes to something happening to their system. Yeah,
to their biasness.
Yeah, exactly. That's how gamers work, man.
BG said it best. Everybody's got their price.
Yep.
Oh man. That said, I do think the Steam deck is going to be a success. I really do.
What's your definition of a success? How much does it need to sell?
So I saw some numbers, right? What was it? Pre-orders in 2 hours were already over 100K, something like that. I don't think that's anything like breakaway amazing, but in 2 hours it's not. But I do think it. I mean, what's a success? I mean, that's hard to define. I just
PC gamers view like smaller numbers as a success. So if this sell like 500K,
hardware is different than software, Jack.
This is great. 500K. Let's get it, boys. Yeah.
Stop being butthurt over Persona 4 not coming to the PlayStation.
You know what they're gonna do.
Here's the thing about PC gamers, they get very excited when they can when they have an avenue to circumvent typical ways of doing something, right? More like if this was just a handheld, like let's say it's a handheld that you couldn't install anything else on, right? It's just Steam games you could play it. I would say it's flopping. But like you tell PC gamers, listen, you can do something you're technically not supposed to do. Oh, these niggas get hyped. Because they're criminals. They're criminals.
That's true. That's facts. That is facts.
Because at the end,
that's why I think it's gonna succeed. Go ahead.
Because at the end of the day, while you call PC gamers hypocrites, what's the number one reason why anybody games on a PC?
Freedom,
options,
customization, and freedom, and that's the number one thing this platform will provide that its alternative, the Switch, does not.
Didn't the Vita provide that?
No,
they're not like what this is pretty much a pocket PC, but it can't fit in your pocket because of how big it is.
I mean, honestly,
but then again, it goes back over to that whole crossover Nintendo thing. The Switch provided absolutely none of that, but they were all behind it. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it do. It's gonna be interesting. You know, there are people already scalping it this year.
The crazy thing is, nobody can say the Series S is gonna hold back gaming next gen.
Oh, here we go.
No, because this isn't this like a RDNA 2 1.8 T flop RDNA 2?
Here's the difference, Smooth. The S isn't outputting at 720p.
The what?
The S doesn't have to output at 720p.
I don't get it.
I'll repeat myself. The S outputs at more than 720p.
Yeah, it varies between it can do anywhere from 720p.
And the Steam Deck is like 720, 800p.
Yeah, but the thing is though, in order for games, otherwise it's going to either have a very, very, very short lifespan, or in order for it to have a longer lasting or to contend like the Nintendo Switch, developers have to embrace it. That means those games that they're designing for PC, they got to scale that shit all the way back to that pocket shit. That
they only run it on high settings.
Smooth. You don't understand how not demanding 720p is. That's my point.
Because what Bond is saying, Smooth, is like it doesn't have a lot to work for. Like it all it has to hit is like
it's going to be pretty much 800p high settings at that resolution all the time.
Right.
When somebody plays a home console, they're expecting anywhere from 1080p to 4K.
Yeah, the S has a lot more that people want from it than the Steam. The Steam Deck can definitely achieve that low ceiling, right? But the S, people want it to at least, always consistently hit 1440p, and that's kind of hard for it.
It's two different scales.
And not to mention, you're not going above 60. You're not going above 60 frames on this thing either.
Yeah.
Like if I dropped a game on my computer to 720p, shit, the frame rate would bump over to 300-400.
Yeah.
There's not even a monitor that could support it. So that's the difference.
I think there's some 240 hertz monitors coming.
I'm still waiting for 4K at 120 at 32 inches.
So how do you think Nintendo is going to respond to this? Because I personally think Nintendo, they're not going to give a fuck at all. They're going to continue doing their shit.
Absolutely not.
My answer is there's going to be no response because even if it did impact themselves, Nintendo is way too oblivious to even recognize other companies as competition.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah. So if whether or not the Steam Deck would affect it, Nintendo's just way too just in their own world to even care.
This is the company that had PlayStation stomp a mud hole in them, had the Sega Saturn sell more in Japan than them, and they came out the gate saying that they weren't worried about the PS2. The GameCube was going to crush it.
And the PS4 and Xbox One crushed the Wii U, and they just doubled down on the Wii U's idea with the Switch. So I really don't think that
it's working.
Yeah.
The Wii U's problem was simple though. That man couldn't get third-party support.
And the name.
I think that was the only problem. Yeah, there's a lot of.
I'm saying that was the biggest problem.
I think the biggest problem was the branding and communication.
Yeah, marketing was extremely terrible for it.
Then the third-party support.
Regardless of how the games run on the Switch, they're still on the Switch. You can't get you couldn't get anything on the Wii U. After launch, it was like 5 months before they even got another game from anybody, third party included.
They have the most loyal fan base, so they'll be okay. They'll be fine, man.
They didn't have the most loyal fan base with the Wii U.
No, they came back.
No, they did because the 14 million the Wii U did sell was
like the really diehard.
The problem was that the casual gamers didn't buy it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all I got to say, Shokio, is once that man was gone, everything changed.
Honestly, I thought the Wii U was literally. I didn't know the Wii U was a next gen console up until the generation was pretty much over. I always thought it was like the extension.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Like it wasn't like third party. It wasn't third party or anything. Like they showed actually a lot of third party when it was coming out. It was marketing. When I first brought my Wii U home, my dad was like, "Don't you already have a Wii? Why'd you spend $300 on it?" I was like, "Dad, this is the new console." So
what do you say about the 10th Switch you bought?
Oh, he don't.
He already knew he was retarded by then. So.
he don't care about none of that.
This nigga lost some
sauce. All right, so we're at the end of the show. I just need to mention a few other topics. Resident Evil Verse, that multiplayer thing that nobody cares about. They're moving that to 2022. Christopher Judge is voicing T'Challa in the Avengers Black Panther. I think he's doing the motion capture too. So yeah, they got him for that. Stadia is going to give devs a cut of Stadia Pro revenue based on how much their game is played. That could be bad or good.
That's smart. That's smart.
It could be bad or good.
I don't think that's gonna solve anything, but I think it's a cool idea.
It's not gonna help the Stadia. That thing's kind of
different. Yeah, it's like a band-aid on a lethal wound.
Exactly. Gundam Evolution was announced. It's a 6v6 free-to-play FPS coming in 2022 for PC only so far.
Ew.
Well, Andrew, you might as well just get on board because all the games you like are on the PC. What are you waiting for? These games aren't coming to the Switch. So all you're doing is punishing yourself by missing out on experiences.
Y'all Gundam fans? Y'all like Gundam? Never really.
It depends.
The
Gundam I like.
The Gundam Extreme games are cool, and I like G Gundam, but the Gundam Extreme games are pretty cool.
I tried one of the Gundam Extremes demo and shit like that. I like the Gundam Warriors back in the day on
PS3?
the PS3. Yeah, on PS3. Yeah, those are cool.
Okay, cool. Netflix
Let me
is
ask
planning...
Good. Let me ask you a question. If you really like the game, guys, I know Jack is guilty of this, and I never understood this. If you're really interested in a game, you really wouldn't play it because it's not on your preferred platform?
It depends.
Wait, why did you wait for Ys 9? You had a PS5. Why didn't you just buy it then?
Why didn't I?
Yeah.
Because I knew it's coming to the PC. I'm saying if you have no other way to get it, you're just going to miss out on it.
I'm playing I played 2 games this week that's only on what they
No, but I'm saying there's a game you're really interested in, but you simply won't play it because it's not on your preferred platform of choice.
I know what you're talking about, Bond. No, I know what Bond's talking about because I seen this Xbox fanboy said that he owns a copy of Final Fantasy VII Remake, but he hasn't played it because he's waiting for it to come to Game Pass.
But I don't understand that.
But I'm kind of like you with that though, right? Because the games I don't play that's available on PC, I feel like they should first of all already be on PlayStation. But I feel like okay, they coming. Like I feel like that. And Hades is coming. It took fucking 3 years.
But here's the thing. You're waiting and hoping for them to come. You don't know specifically when they're going to come. A game like Ys and The Legend of Heroes, they already tell you when they're coming.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
so it's not like I have to wait, hope, and pray. You guys are waiting and hoping and praying.
Hey,
yeah, because Ys 9 was only like a 6-month timed exclusive for the PS4.
They previous games was exclusive to the PlayStation. So the fact that this game is not on PlayStation yet, I'm like, what the fuck going on?
What game?
Transistor was only on PlayStation and PC when it came out. Pyre was only on PlayStation and PC when it came out. That's their 2 previous games. For years, these games was only on PlayStation and PC. So for this game not to be on PlayStation, that's crazy.
PlayStation don't like indies, I guess.
Like, what was that one game what's that one game Microsoft is coming out with that for PlayStation?
Psychonauts 2.
Psychonauts.
Oh, Psychonauts.
No, it's a game made by Bethesda.
Deathloop.
And Jack is like, "Oh, I'm not gonna play it because I'm like, look, if you're interested in the game, play the game. Like, why do you guys put all these caveats and restrictions on your enjoyment?"
After After Microsoft bought Bethesda, that game has been delayed 3 times since then. Come on, and Ghostwire Tokyo got delayed.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. It got delayed till 2022.
A lot of games are getting delayed. So
no, nigga. It just so happened, bro. So out of all no, it's too many coincidences that the games they got exclusive for PlayStation get delayed. Come on, bro. Come on.
I can't afford for them to be delayed because that's a whole nother year.
Because if it's delayed on PlayStation, that means it's also going to be delayed to when it can release on Xbox.
That's cool. Hey man, it's looking spooky out there. That's all I'm saying.
Let me Jack, get the super chats ready. Yeah, so like Jack mentioned, Tokyo Ghostwired was delayed till 2022.
How the fuck you say the game wrong? We just got the PG.
What I said?
Tokyo Ghostwired.
I don't even give a good damn about this game. Be real with you.
I'm still not sold in the game. I still I don't care. They needed to show me more about the game, but the fact that they showed it off last year at the PlayStation 5 event and they haven't showed shit about it since, it was never gonna release this year. It's looking spooky for that game.
Tokyo Ghostwire, my bad. That's delayed till 2022.
You said it wrong again.
It's Tokyo Ghostwire, ain't it? What is it called?
Ghostwire Tokyo. Ghostwire.
Man, hey man, I said it backwards. It's the same thing. Right now. This is no. That's how I wrote it down. I thought it was called. I don't even know what the right way to say it no more because that's how I wrote it down.
Ghostwire Tokyo.
I wrote Tokyo Ghostwire. That's what I thought it was. Hey man. Yeah, hey man, I don't give a damn about the game. Anyway, Netflix is planning to add video games to its streaming service. Former EA Facebook exec Mike Verdu has been hired by Netflix as vice president of gaming development. Avalanche Studios is adding $15K more to its new studio. That's fueling the rumors that it's going to be purchased by Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be acquired by Xbox because they're expanding. Battlefield 2042 is going to have cross-save progression and optional cross-play across platforms. And Tencent is rumored to be trying to buy Crytek
for $300 million.
They can have
which
that.
Is crazy.
Last thing, just in case you forgot, there's a Persona event coming later in the year. So they said there's supposed to be like 6 announcements coming through. So
7 announcements. They're supposed to be announcing.
Have you played Persona 5 yet?
Yep. Played it day one. I didn't beat it, but I played like 50 hours into it.
Oh, you didn't beat it. So that doesn't count. That you didn't beat it.
Yeah, but they're saying it's supposed to be a whole year-long anniversary event where they're going to be announcing new projects. It's from like August of 2022 or whatever. So some people are speculating hey, or is Persona 5 finally going to come to Xbox and the Switch and the PC and shit like that? I honestly think at the end of all this, I like next year on like August 2022, they're probably going to announce like a teaser trailer for like Persona 6. I could definitely see them that.
And there's an alleged leak going around that Persona 4 Ultimax remaster just got announced. So
I'm not trying to hear about these PlayStation insiders, whatever. But you know what's a funny thing? Y'all know that Persona is a PS3 game, right?
Persona 5, PS4, not Royal.
It's still a PS3 game at its core. The game is a PS3 game. You know when this game came out?
2016, 2017.
Here it is, 5 years later, and we still have people saying, "I'm waiting for a Switch version."
That's how I feel about these people crying about Metroid Prime Trilogy. Like, you had 3 whole console generations to play that game, and people.
I'll agree.
And then
it's 5 years. The game is 5. You've waited half a decade. And my point is this, like I said again, why not just play the game? Why are you waiting for the game to come onto a different machine when it's been out?
It's portable.
There you go.
But here's the thing, Blandrew. Now with the Steam Deck, you don't have to wait. It will be portable. That's
Persona
my
5?
point.
Persona 4, though.
Yeah, Persona
4, yeah.
Persona 4 is already portable.
I already got the portable version of that on my Vita.
All these games that Nintendo fans say, I'm waiting for it to be portable. Steam and Valve has said, you don't have to wait anymore. We got you.
Like what?
Name a game out on the Switch you want to play.
Persona 5.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to download that PS3 emulator and play it portably then.
You getting that Shin Megami Tensei 5, BG? You seen that new trailer for it?
No, I haven't seen the new trailer.
He still got to stream the remaster, man. You got to stream.
Hey, man, I ain't thinking about that right now. I don't know.
I heard that trailer was fire, but I'm avoiding it. Go ahead.
All right, super chats. We got Rystar94. He says, small topic, but did you guys talk about Streets of Rage 4 DLC? I didn't get it.
I got it. I played it. I've uploaded it. It's more of a survival mode. You get 3 new characters. Estelle, the cop girl looks like Ronda Rousey with like a long braid. She looks like a cross between Ronda Rousey and Abby. You get Shiva, Streets of Rage 2 and 3 boss. You get Max, Streets of Rage 2. You get a survival mode, 4-player mode, a lot of other things. By playing the survival mode, you get points that allow you to unlock different specials, defensive specials, offensive specials, neutral air specials. So it does add a lot to the game. It's like $12 or $15 now. If you got it day one, it was $7. So I got day one for $7. It's pretty good.
All right. We got
Game Pass.
What'd you say?
So I'm gonna check Game Pass because the game was in Game Pass since day
I
one.
don't think the DLC will be on Game Pass though.
But it'll be on sale.
So let me get this straight. How does that work if you have a Game Pass game and you buy the DLC for it, but then the game is removed from Game Pass?
Buy the game.
You got the DLC.
No.
You got the game, yeah.
So if you bought a DLC for a Game Pass game, you just can't play that shit once it's not in the circulation anymore.
Well, here's the thing, right? So typically, some of the games, they give you the DLC if you have a Game Pass Ultimate. But in that case, yes, any add-ons to games, right? Now, the good thing, just to give you a heads up, usually games in Game Pass, when they give you the Game Pass discount on the DLC for those games that are in Game Pass, that usually means the game isn't leaving Game Pass in anytime soon. It's probably going to be a long-term sort of game for that. But in the event, yes, if a game leaves Game Pass and you buy the DLC, you'll own the DLC and not the game. So that's why it would be, smart to buy the game before it leaves Game Pass.
That's wild.
And you, Jack?
All right, we got Blessed011. He said, I'm glad the devs of Returnal didn't provide an easy mode. Ended up platinuming the game myself. Great game. We got Game Inspection. He said, FromSoft said Elden Ring won't have difficulty options, but it will be easier than all their games. Also, Street Fighter V does have rollback. Looking at it now. Okay. We got Roy. He says, Blandrew cooking. Oh, no, he said, Blandrew cooking. Love to see it. We got Sofa Spy. He said, we're not going to talk about how the Steam Deck is just $50 more than the Switch, and how I can run next-gen games. Just showed you how Nintendo is finessing you all.
Damn.
We got Verg.
It's 50 more than the OLED. It's not
Than the
50 more
OLED,
than
yeah.
Switch.
We got Verg Brizzle. He says Blandrew exposed him. Let's go, Blandrew. We got Hustle and Motivate. He said Blandrew going in right now. Damn. We got AG Crueler. He said put this man Blandrew on the Patreon now. Definitely a great fit for the podcast. Got Bond scrambling. LOL.
Scrambling like Lamar Jackson to the end zone.
We got Tony Esquire. He said to Blandrew, WWP followers need to see you live streaming Nintendo games or at the least produce some Nintendo related videos. Hashtag earn your WWP seat.
I agree. Instead of have that seat, earn that seat.
We got Champion Wave. He's in all caps. He says Nintendo is booty cheeks. Okay. We got Tarek Ahmed. He says PS2 had the best Gundam games. We got S Blanks in 95. He said there are still bald-headed Nintendo fans capping for the Wii U. And I think that might be the last one.
Okay.
You know what would be funny? If Baron won his first match after shaving his head or some wild shit like that.
Yikes. I think he's fighting Frankie Kazarian next. I think he might win that one.
He's not beating Frankie Kazarian.
That nigga old as hell.
How old do you think Frankie Kazarian is?
Mid-30s, bro.
Mid-30s? He's probably mid-40s.
Oh, yeah. Well, they ain't pushing the old ass nigga.
Isn't Baron like 0-50 right now?
Frankie Kazarian's 43. An established veteran like that is not losing to Baron.
Hey, man.
They got to give him... Well, Baron won a match already, right?
No. He's 0-43. What the fuck
That's what I'm saying.
About?
Yeah.
Hey, he's 43 years old. There you go.
Because that's who I'm going to play with. I'm playing Baron, get him some dubs. I better get a trophy or
something. Yo, you think Baron is they're going to waste data and money and resources to put Baron in the game?
Don't do that to Baron.
No, they got to put
That's the only way I'm getting that game. That's the only way I get that game. I ain't going to lie to you.
Yo.
Yeah, because I got no reason to get it. If he's not in the game, I'm not getting it.
Yeah, everybody's getting that game because it's going to be No Mercy online, so that's why people are going to get it. But the bottom line is this: they're not wasting roster spots on freaking the Black Baron, the entirety of the Dork Order.
Well, they got to stop making them lose.
Sunny Kiss, Baron is an enhancement talent on Dark. He never makes national television.
After Dark, let's save it for After Dark. Let's do these outros. Smooth.
Oh damn! I thought you were time already. Shit.
All right.
Already, nigga, it's been like 3 hours.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for watching. Check out. There's this game called Root. Blood Rot. Blood Root on Game Pass. Came out. I want to say like Friday or Thursday. It's a one hit kill game. Like if you get hit once, you die. But I don't know. It's cool. It's rapid.
I know you ain't playing that.
I actually have been playing it, and it's nothing like Returnal because since when I do die, they put you right back where you died at. They don't send you all the way back to chapter 1. So
easy mode.
It's not easy. It's just not retarded. So
I'm just with you.
so this is how far Xbox Game Pass has fallen, huh, Smooth? This is what you're getting?
Just another game to try it out on Game Pass. You know, Game Pass be having them bangers.
The world's most powerful console.
When's the last time Game Pass had a banger?
What do you mean?
We're gonna take this After Dark. We're gonna be here forever talking about this.
Please, my bad. Exactly. All right, yo, check out the After Dark because I got some shit to say. All right.
Oh shit.
All right, Jack.
Hey man, good podcast this week. Shout out to the guests for showing up. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Jack Move Johnny. More live streams coming soon. JiggyMerch.com. Get in tune, and we out. Peace.
All right, Shokio. I'm gonna be nice. Thank you for finally showing up. But I'm probably never going to invite you again because you're not dependable. You're not reliable at all.
Mr. All Reliable.
You're not even here right now.
Yeah, he's not. See? Not reliable. Is that exactly my point. Chris?
Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all. Thanks for having me on. You can check out my channel. I'm about to do a review of the Final Fantasy Remake DLC. And you can catch me on Planet Xbox arguing with Smooth and them all the time. And also on the Saltiest Gaming Podcast as well.
Hey, there goes Shokio right now.
I didn't realize I was muted. My bad.
You getting your back blown out? Oh, what you doing?
Anyways. Yeah, why would you say that like after I actually come though? Like
because it took you 4 weeks.
Look, I'm a changed man, all right? New leaf. New me.
You got kids? You got kids yet?
Yeah, I got a dog.
He just pulled a white girl. I don't got kids.
Exactly.
Like I'm a dog mama.
Yeah, you ain't got no baby mama, no wife, no kids, but you can't show up to a podcast from the OG homies. Be your own.
This man said, "I don't have kids. I have a dog."
Well, when the Nintendo community excommunicated you, we were still there for you. And Dub Nation, when they kicked you out, we took you in. Don't forget that.
Boy, I thought you couldn't leave that unless you were in a casket.
Exactly. They told you. Baron told you the only way out of N-Dub was in a box, and we held you down.
For the record, BG said the same thing to me about Weapon Wheel Podcast. Just want to throw that out there.
Oh, you were in N-Dub Nation. You weren't around then.
No,
yeah, you said that to me in the DMs. BG.
Yeah, that's where I got it. That's where I got the motivation from. I told him the only way out of Weapon Wheel was in a box for him.
Hey, Blanchard, he meant that last week. I was about to come see you. You was talking spice.
Look, I'll be here every week if y'all want me to.
Oh shit! Damn.
Oh shit! They're about to replace Blanchard.
Oh shit!
Damn, Blanchard, it was a good run, bro.
Streaming some Nintendo games and shit. Like I got you.
When's your next video, Shokio? How about that? Oh no,
he's on
videos.
Twitch. He doesn't do YouTube anymore.
Shokio is a streamer. Shokio don't remember me, but we played in Just 2 back then. I was the dark side user.
Chris, I remember you.
Yeah, Shokio, you're not biased enough to replace me.
Yeah, no, that's kind of facts. Yeah, that's facts though.
Blandrew, your outro. Tell us the video is finally coming out this week.
I'm working. I'm doing my best to get the Battleland Wonderworld video out. Chris Righteous, thank you for coming through. You know you're one of my top three Sony fanboys in the community. And Shokio, I appreciate your input on the podcast. You're actually a really good moderator whenever me and Bond are going at it, just to slow it down and get the main point across.
Don't you remember he was the one that moderated when I went up against Furious Fuckboy?
Shout out to Player Essence, one of the greatest Nintendo
when he was taught this motherfucker tried to call that man Phil Jackson. I was like, Phil Jackson on the Knicks, maybe.
Bond, your outro.
Thanks for everybody coming out. Be sure to come to the After Dark. Check everybody out. Check out the Twitters. Check out the Patreon if you want to support. Enjoy your evening.
All right, I got one last question just because this guy DM'd me and I told him I would ask this question. So similar to how like Max Kellerman and Skip Bayless are sports analysts and everything like that, but technically they never actually, well, as far as I know, they never actually played sports. They're just like analysts. They watch them. He's asking, can you do the same for gaming? Can you have a gaming podcast and talk about games and never and not actually play them?
Nope.
No, it's not the same. Because
people do it all the time.
Well, those are Xbox podcasts, but if you want to be respected, I think you need to play them, man.
Okay. Yeah.
You could. To me, you can do that. Like these journalists can play games they can do whatever they want, right? I'm just not gonna listen to them.
But if you notice, the former players are usually more respected with their opinions than people that didn't play the game. As well.
Yeah, like Charles Barkley and shit like that. Yeah,
they get a little bit more respect.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So no, because gaming is a interactable thing, and it's sports is something that you can still watch and be. It's something you can still analyze, and break down plays, even if you haven't actually played it. So yeah. All right, we out, y'all. Shout out to the chat. Hit the like button. We'll catch y'all next week. We out. Peace.